Tipsters sucked me off for years.
Been waiting a while for this, you stupid cuck.
You know, it's funny that some people just think life is all fucking fun and games, right? They take nothing seriously. They think everything's a joke. They think that everything is funny. Oh, just make fun of everyone constantly, bully everyone constantly. Yeah, you know, you have to understand that these things get to people. Instead, I'll just continue on as long as everything's funny and happy for us and benefits us, right? But, you know, give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass. I don't know what the fuck idiots are talking about with memes and shit. Oh, it's like, he's just like me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't follow your dumb fucking memes. So take your meme and shove it up your fucking ass, because I have the ability to make an observation that's factually fucking based.
A very intelligent brain.
Just because I'm Dark Side Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking basis. Shut the fuck up. I'm not taking your shit. I don't care who the fuck it is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Shut the fuck up and eat it. Dicks.
Tipster sucked me off for
Give me
years.
your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon.
Tipster
so you
sucked
can
me
eat
off
shit
for
out of
years.
my fucking ass. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't say a factual observation. It's a fucking fact.
Tipster
The
sucked
characters
me off
in
for
that game
years.
are going through what I have factually gone through on a daily fucking basis for years. So shut the fuck up. I am not putting up with any of this shit ever again. You're gonna tell me I can't make a factual observation? How about you kiss my fucking ass and lick my balls?
Your anus.
Big breasts. Big breasts. Big breasts. Big breasts. Big breasts. Big breasts. Big breasts.
Oh yeah.
Big breasts.
It's time for breast. Oh, it's actually
Big
time
breasts.
to talk about a lot of interesting things.
Big breasts. Big breasts. Big breasts.
A lot. Oh man, that app is insane. I may have made one of the best records I've ever made. I'm not willing to show it off yet because it needs drops. The hook is exquisite. The mix is incredible. And the drums are solid. It's amazing what you could do in that app. I know I'm talking about the Koala app again, but I can't talk. If you're looking to get into music, that's a great place to start. There's no need for anything else beyond that to start. And if you have an iPhone or Android phone, it's not just an iOS app. There you go. What, the quartering got demonetized? Or do you cries it? Oh, man. So, we're going to talk about Nick Rakita. We're going to talk about... Making beats is fun. I can't wait. I'm going to do something where I make beats on the Pocket Operator. I have the 33. And I'm going to challenge myself to only... I mean, obviously, I'll have to get the samples from... I'm signed up to Splice and other places. But yeah, I'm going to make them on there and work within the limitations. It'll have a unique flavor and sound to it, too. You know? Talking about Subwave. It's funny, I was watching... Maybe that's why you're talking about it. I was watching... something about Subway, and I was watching something about Quiznos. Man, they were giants, dude. It's amazing how both of them fell. Well, Quiznos, I mean, the stupid ads they had, if their product was strong enough, I can't believe we're talking about Quiznos, but whatever. If their product was strong enough, they would have been fine. But they based it around toasting their subs, essentially. I mean, they had unique subs and stuff like that, too, I know. But yeah, you can't patent toasting or cooking food. Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing you can do.
My jaw's hitting the ground donated $2. That barefoot bitch in the Snickers commercial just wants to feed his family. And make beeping noises.
And make beeping noises. Yeah, it's like... There's nothing special about Toast. And then they treated their franchisees like shit. There was a lot of that. All size cocks unite. Yes, everybody losing at how good Nintendo Direct was. Was it really that coarse? Because I didn't watch it. Isn't there only like a few hundred stores left? I thought they were completely gone. I thought fucking... I sent clips to your contact email using your nips. How did your nipples get involved? Juicy Boots, thank you for the stealth. My apologies. I think I had Blimpies like once in my life. I had like a tuna sandwich or a tuna sub from there. It was fine. It was good. I would have gotten it again. It wasn't like, you know, didn't make my balls explode. Be kind of weird if that happened. Yeah, Quiznos for a time was like doing their thing. And like I said, that like Subway, this is pre-Jared Fogle disaster. It was like, hey, we're toasting our subs too. It's like, oh. Well. Oh, man. Oh, Subway. They're probably going to be on the way. Dude, a lot of like franchise restaurants in general, whether fast food, I mean, not like Burger King and shit, but like no one wants to like, everyone's like, why would I go to that place for like corporate homogenized shit when I could go to a mom and pop place and get better food for the same price, if not less? Yeah, it's like why there was a time where franchise restaurants or chain restaurants were fucking huge, at least in the States. Like Outbacks, I used to work there, and places like that, they were fucking enormous, man. But it was a different time, I guess. It's weird, like, yeah, some places are still do, like Taco Bell. And then there was, then like places like, there's so many Italian restaurants, like Olive Garden. Like, they have that, their soup is banging, I will give them that. But why would you go to Olive Garden when there's like 5, at least more authentic, not fully authentic, but more authentic actual Italian restaurants, like, within probably 4 miles, maybe even more than that. You know what I'm saying?
You can call me Gape donated $2.69.
You can call me Gape.
Listen to me, you ape of a man. Why can't you watch more Be a Man shorts? My cock would get erect for that.
Oh, dude, I could watch those all day. There's a dud here and there, but I would give that whole concept like an 8 out of 10. I love it. I think it's... What the fuck did he say? He's like, if it's Father's Day and you're playing basketball with your kids, he said something about, like, smash that fucking ball and send it to the moon. Be a man. Oh, that shit is so funny, dude. There may be... I think there may be a sunsetting to reacting happening very soon. No matter what YouTube does. They haven't even said they're doing anything. I mean, there'll obviously be things from time to time that I react to. I'm trying to think of the best way to word it. But I'm a little bit over it. So it's time to do something different with it. Obviously, I'm going to continue to live stream. So... That's that. Dad ordered a Precision 558 with a beefy 10-core Xeon system. Was from 20 with 200. It came with either a bad motherboard, CPU, or RAM. Now I'm going to fix it. Well, hopefully it isn't the CPU. Usually the CPU, it's very... I mean, it does happen. Didn't some CPUs from Intel or maybe AMD shit recently because there was some issue with them? But it's usually not the CPU unless there was some kind of surge or the power supply died. So, well, there you go. Could be that. Usually it's like the RAM or the motherboard. So, what happened on David Jaffe's stream? He actually invited me on the other day. Did I stream that night? I just wasn't like, I was like doing something and I wasn't like in the mood to be on a stream. So I apologize to him. It's just not like, I don't want him to think like I was being rude. I was watching him. Jersey Mike's is, every time I get their shit, which isn't often, I've gotten them like probably 4 times. It's always crazy salty though. What's with them with salt? I sound like Phil. I sound exactly like Phil. It's over. So yeah, what happened with David Jaffe?
Pee on My Nipple donated $2. Quitting weed was one of the best decisions I've done this year. I've managed to lose 40 pounds in a few months and I feel better mentally. I've also managed to get back into skateboarding and can now ride for miles without getting winded.
Yeah, I know that's something else that I need to sunset too. I don't smoke, so that wasn't an issue. But I'm kind of over it. I said this to you guys the other day. My interest in it is waning, and it's time to move on. The fuck is Natsu? Yeah, where the fuck is Natsu? I mean, it does help me creatively, but there's more downsides than positives. There used to be different, but I'll say, like I said the other day too, if everything I read before, it's not, it's only psychologically addictive. It's not physical. It's not physical. Then all of a sudden, I become a edible cannabis user for years. Surprise! Maybe I should have done more research so we can make that argument. Let's go. That's fine. Touche. I know I missed a couple supers, Kyle. I'll get to them. But if I knew there was any kind of physical dependency, I would have never even went near it. So it's time. So I think it's good to admit it. Like, you see it and it's time, and like, I don't like it anymore. So I really like, yeah, I'm just not down with vaping. Like, I had that one vape pen. I bought it for theatrics for the stream that never happened. Vaping sucks. I don't like it. It makes me cough. You know. If you invite me to your place and need to raid the fridge, go right ahead, man. Jersey Mike's is better than Subway. So like I said to you, I have an issue with everything from them is fucking salty. I send clips to your contact email. I said that before. I'll check them out. You said you're using your nips. Yeah, I don't like putting stuff in my lungs. The only thing I would say that with vaping that's a benefit over edibles is that vaping doesn't have, the effect doesn't last as long. So you could come back down to planet Earth much quicker. At least for me. Maybe everyone's body's different, but if I like take a vape, it's like maybe an hour and change or a couple hours, where an edible could be like 4, sometimes plus. So yeah, about 2 hours. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I know this I said the other day too. It's kind of like the difference between like taking shots and having a beer. Like a beer, you know what you're getting into with each beer that you have, whereas you can have 5 shots because it's not that much liquid in like 10 minutes, and like, oh man, I feel great, and then the next thing you know, the fucking room is spinning. It's not as extreme with edibles, depending how much. I mean, if you don't do Joey Diaz numbers, it's not as bad as with edibles, but that's the best analogy I could give. Yeah, they hit you when you're not ready. That is excellent, Toyota Tacoma Webs. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I'm just going to go start smoking crack. Or just use them Wookiee for sleep. Because I'm not going to just go and stop. I think that would be not a wise decision. I actually think it would be beneficial to just use them for sleep because that means my tolerance would go down and then I could, well, just use them for fucking sleep.
Kyle Denson donated $3. I don't usually cuss, but I have to be honest, Nick is a piece of shit. I hope he never sees his kids again.
Dude,
also,
it's
on a
insane.
lighter note, what do you think of the new Metroid Prime 4? Some think it looks dated.
I think we're going to have to watch. Can I watch the Nintendo Direct without Shigeru Miyamoto fucking me in the ass? Did other people stream it? I want to see. Of course, it figures that the year I'm just like, I'm not even going to try with these events. I'm not even going to give a shit. They're going to be terrible. Like, you have Jeff Keighley, like, literally, like, yeah, it's going to suck. At least for his event. Like, I'm not going to wait. No one even wants to... even... Back in the day, when I had a brighter future on YouTube, people didn't stop. It started to slow down with them. People showed up more for my regular streams because it was just like prepare for fucking disappointment. You know? I thought, oh my God, a true woo. I read what you said wrong. See, here's another reason I gotta stop with weed. Angry Joe I thought you said Angry Joe uploaded his erection. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Susha 116 donated $3. I ended up buying my dad one of the Be a Man shirts. It says can't fix coming, chuck a fucking wrench at it. Be a man.
Dude, the whole concept is great. It's like, what's the most illogical thing to say? That's what to say. And it's a brilliant concept. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I thought it read Angry Joe's erection. I'm like, oh no. What happened now? What did I miss now? Angry Joe's whipping his cock out. He's not. I'm joking. I'm going to restart the stream. It is getting fucking warm in here. I'm debating if I should go to the downstairs. This air conditioner is like fucking kill me, end me. I gotta clean it, but I don't even think it's gonna fully resolve it because it's just so fucking hot here. Review Areolas USA. Oh, what's wrong with the downstairs setup? It's also I'm fixing the camera angle. I actually think that camera, the video looks just as good as up here. The audio quality is actually the same, if not better, if not moderately better. And I think that setup looks nice. I mean, yeah, I look, it's subjective, and my opinion is far from Bible. But I will tell you, on hot days, like, and if I need to, like, one nice thing about that setup is, look, I can be a G-rated dude. So when I'm streaming Elden Ring and need to take care of my kids, I could do both. And you could see them drive me insane in real fucking time. Oh, you're going to see me 70% there. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I might as well wait till Erdtree and I'll reintroduce it there. I think I'm going to do what game I'm streaming. Debating. Well, I have to do it. I bought the Erdtree DLC on PC. What I'm going to try to do is have the game I'm streaming also stream, because I'll get a HDMI splitter. Or I'll just take it from up here. Yeah, I'll do that. Save myself money. So you could see on the... I don't know how much of a difference it'll make. Again, we'll have to see. I'll stream in the background what I'm actually... Or you'll see on the projector in the background what I'm playing. Now, it may look amazing. It may be a complete waste of fucking time. I'm like 60% it'll look awesome. No, 40% it'll look awesome. 60% it'll be a complete waste of time and you'll barely notice. But it's the E for effort that counts. Am I right? Natsu is here. It's time for birds.
Your guy's ass stars in pee on my nipple.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. You know what I love is when I stop streaming 5 hours later and a half an hour after that, then I see YouTube send out notifications for my streams. And you may think, oh, Rich, you're just saying that. No, you know how I know that they're doing it? Because my Discord gets pinged when YouTube sends out notifications, whether it be for a video, you know, those things I used to do, or for if I live stream. So YouTube's sending notifications to people after I stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sending that beat to Griselda. Could you imagine? Like, I send, like, my actual shit, and I get to meet whatever rapper. And then I show up there, and then it's like, yeah, you want me to play you some stuff? All right, here you go. Oh, my God.
Big breasts. Big breasts.
Imagine I cried. Oh, God. If I cried to this beat, I would have to shut down my YouTube
Big
channel.
breasts. Big breasts. Big breasts.
Where's Stanley? We need him.
Wow. Wow.
Breasts. 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 Breasts.
And my hairy ass. And my hairy ass. And my hairy ass.
Yeah, I was trying to make that.
Your guy's ass stars in big breasts.
Soulja Boy unblocked me on Twitter.
Big breasts.
That's so sweet of him. Thank you, Soulja Boy. I'll send you my hot fire beats. My beats are so hot fire, they're like, ooh. Could you imagine someone edited this music? Oh my God. I cried, and I was shirtless. I was crying shirtless to my own music that I produced. It's over. I'm going to quit. Oh, God. Yep, that's the thing that happened. Natsu is here saying birds, all is well. He's so weird. He's like... He's a snake oil salesman, dude. Didn't he get banned from Twitch too, Soulja Boy, or am I going nuts? Didn't Destiny just get banned from Twitch too? No, Soulja Boy made a statement and said that he's unblocking everybody. Soulja Boy said it. He's unblocking everybody. It is what it is, man. Look, my issue with him was quite simply that he was selling scam bullshit tech. That's all it was. I also thought his music sucked too. Up here, Uncle Grandpa, Wicked Grom. I haven't heard from you in a minute. For you people that are OG audio heads out there, I'm getting my Nakamichi deck calibrated as we speak. I have a idea for my music. That's why I'm doing it too. Yeah, he used to actually be fairly popular on Twitch, if I recall. We're only watching a teeny tiny little bit of Phil tonight, just a smidge, small amount of Phil. It's a like we call it sometimes a Philitizer. Keem says hi. Oh, I'm sure he's blowing a kiss at me. And complaining about me having technical issues in my audio quality when I would say 60 to 70% of every single lolcow stream. You have to scrub through the first 20 minutes because they're having issues. And even after then, the audio still sucks. Hi, Keem. You have a lot of money and like 2,000 plus people watching you concurrently each stream. Fix your audio and comb your beard. So what are we? Yeah, I've now seen this chat summary thing. It's interesting. What is the summary of my chat at this moment? I am curious. I saw it where like YouTube lets you know like what's I wonder if that could be weaponized too though, because if there is a brigade after somebody and they want to say that they're talking about this person's talking about having intercourse with a horse when they're not, I don't know, we'll see how, we'll see. It could be really beneficial, it could be absolutely disastrous. If they implement it correctly, it could be great. Maybe they can. If Twitter can with Elon Musk at the helm, YouTube should be able to. If they fuck it up, it can be completely disastrous and used to weaponize against channels. It almost sounds like this is scripted, but it's not. People are inviting Keem to his shed, according to the AI.
Tipsters sucked me off for years.
In the shed.
I've watched plenty of Kit Boga. I like Kit Boga. Yeah, the way Tipster sucked me off for years. Fucking oh god, that would be it. Oh, that's a sight now. Oh fuck. That is in my brain permanently.
Why Susha 116 donated $3. Did not realize the Stanley Kendall grandpa thing was a kink thing when he was getting pranked.
Oh yeah. That's why like that's all from him getting trolled to a fucking oblivion. That's why I use it on the soundboard. Like that wasn't him in actual fucking, you know. Yeah, he was getting fucking trolled hard. And you getting grandpa excited. They got him to fucking pour his own piss on his nipples. I mean, it's a little like, ugh, you know. Like, nah, I wouldn't have went that far. It makes me, I'm throwing up in my mouth a little bit. However, it is quite funny. And then the funniest thing is that there was this like Hispanic woman. She was really pretty, who was pretending to be a 16-year-old boy. And she was trolling Stanley. Grandpa. That was his whole thing. He liked being the grandpa because he's a fucking disgusting creep. And they had a reveal. He's like, I'm finally going to reveal myself to grandpa. She turns on the camera and it's this cute Hispanic chick. And you just see like this sadness come over his face. I'm like, yeah, I'll take her. Fucking creeper was hoping for like a 16-year-old dude. Ended up being a grown-ass woman. Yeah, why don't you fucking look, man? It's not about you being gay. Well, he's dead now anyway, but why does it, they're all disgusting. And dude, it's so gross. I've unfortunately have seen the video, and then he drinks it like it's a cup of coffee. Like, what are you doing? Dude, people are so disgusting. Oh god. I saw a video of him that someone trolled him, and he put his own shit in his hand and smeared it all over his bathroom. Anyway. Have no idea if I'm doing a goal. Have no idea. If I do one, there is a 60% chance I will be unofficially starting streaming downstairs, because it's not unbearable in here yet, but it's getting there. Yeah, I'll watch that video on stream. I feel like getting banned.
Keys_Shack donated $2. The Keem Shack is a little old place where locals get together. Keem's Shack baby. A Keem Shack baby. Keem's Shack. Baby Keem's Shack. Keem Shack. Baby Keem Shack. Keem Shack.
Oh,
baby
God.
Keem Shack. Keem Shack. Baby Keem Shack.
Okay, I was like, please let it be done after. Oh, man, I think that sex shed thing pisses him off a little bit. Like, dude, no one's real. Well, maybe he is having sex in that shed. Who knows? Maybe he is having all kinds of hot sex in that shed. But it is true though, man. What I say about him. All right, we could start reacting to shit. Like, he always bitches about my audio. I get he made it into a semi meme. But their audio is always fucked up.
I need that money.
And the first, like, not third, that would be a little egregious to say, but all close to it is them, like, you have, like, the other Richard, like, all right, is my audio okay now? Then Boogie's like, is my audio okay? And then Tommy's clipping. Keem's standing in front of his wood panel from the 70s in his bar. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Go watch one of their streams.
I really, really do. I need that money.
What's up, Richard Singer?
I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money.
Wings Quasi, what's good?
I really.
Well, I was saying, Pescatori, like, Keem's always kind of using me as a meme to throw shade when I was going on there talking about my audio. I'm like, dude, your audio is always fucked up. One of the 3 or 4 of you always has fucked up audio, if not more. And then they have other technical issues. Like, can you see me? Can you, like, that's usually like the first, like, 20 minutes of their streams. You have to scrub through them having issues. I'm like, dude, you have more money than God. You just bought a Cybertruck.
Did you hear that Trump
Fix
is considering Elon Musk for a cabinet position if re-elected? Also can't wait for next week. The debate is going to be funny.
Oh, yeah, the debate. I'll be on the new set for the debate. That's going to be an interesting day. Why do you think one of them will back out for the debate? That would suck. I was hyped for the debate. We hit a goal for the debate too. I'll have to do something. Maybe I'll have to walk around the mall naked. That'll be what I do for the goal.
Really do. I need that money.
27th, I believe, is the debate.
Really need that money. Really need that money. Really that money. That money.
Yeah, what is he playing there? Still Wakes? What the fuck is Still Wakes?
Ready? I'm ready. Hope you're ready. I'm always ready. Ooh, data corruption warning. I love it. Love it when my data corrupt. Jason, ready to see some ghosts? Oh, no ghosts. Mutants. Hideous mutated freaks. That think that they're just like running towards you because they want help or something, but then they end up mutating you.
The stupid. I'm down with horror games, but I'm not like the ones where you're like completely helpless. They don't scare me. They just annoy me. Like, not that I need to be like an insane action hero, but
Then you're screwed. Nothing worse. Endless mutations. Tell ya.
Looks good, though. Looks kind of cool.
Tips on how to control dandruff? Yeah, just stop having dry skin. What's wrong with you? Stop having a dry scalp. You won't have dandruff.
Just rub your whole body in butter like Phil does.
Okay.
That's what him and his wife do in his days off. That's why it's such a rigid schedule. All right, so you kind of, the title kind of is a foreshadowing. Who wants to place bets that his wife won't let him change his day off? Oh, shit. That's interesting. They're all voting for Biden? Well, it's, I guess, if you're going to have an old man that can barely function, you might as well have one that doesn't want to overthrow democracy. I don't like Biden. I don't. And I think he's a selfish fuck for trying to run it. Did he just have a moment where he froze publicly? These are fragile old men, both of them. Biden more so. Got to give Trump credit for a guy who fucking eats well-done steaks and fucking McDonald's burgers all the time. He may have the physique of a sack of potatoes, like me, but he's healthy as a fucking spray-tanned horse. Mostly. Then he has his moments. But they're both old men. I mean, if, the best way to put it, for Trump's age, he's pretty good, but still. I mean, it's a narcissistic psychopath, or it's Mr. Burns. Those are your choices. Hello, Smithers.
You guys ready? See if I can remember the controls.
Yeah, Trump is losing it a little bit too.
All right, achievement hard to do.
It's just like, these are the people that you're propping up because you want the status quo to continue. Because you, whatever. Don't even get me started.
But I don't really care
Yes,
about it. I'm not
that's
going to
exactly
everybody.
what they're
I'm sure I
doing.
probably already missed a few now. I didn't even know about that.
What's up, the Den of Tims? How are you?
Well, that's good.
Rather vote for Fleece Johnson. At least he's going to admit that he's going to butt fuck you. Even though he denies it now. You guys know he denies it now, right? Yeah, I kind of look like I may have to try this, actually, Juicy Booch. Yeah, they think they have a choice. Yeah, it's cute, isn't it?
It's filling.
That's why I always laugh at super partisan people. I'm like, you know you're dumb, right? No, you don't, actually. That's another rhetorical thing. Ooh, 9950X. I mean, I'm not going to be buying any computer parts for a while. I have more computing power than I even know what the fuck to do with, but...
Am I dead now?
Especially for the editing that I will be doing from here, I could do on that little fucking cube that I have. So why the I'm sure eventually I'll be like, all right, you know, it's time to get it. Because, like, this rig under here is still a workhorse, but it's old. You know.
Oh, I'm dead.
Good for you, Juicy Booch. Made some money today, huh? But I'm saying at least Fleece Johnson would be honest with you. Actually, maybe, like I said, because he has interviews up. They're actually fascinating. What's true from him and what's not, who knows? But now he actually, like, I think he denies, like, everything. Like, dude, you said in vivid detail, like, you even butt-fucked prison guards. Like, stop it. You're going to deny all that now when you spoke for, like, ever on MSNBC about it? You were the booty warrior.
I'm dead because I didn't get the door open.
What's good, Josh Jones?
I guess we swim all the way
Young
up
Jello,
then.
what's good? Chandler, how are you?
Yeah, there must have been no way to do it. Keep going, I guess. We keep swimming up.
I mean, I was, you know what? The first person shooter with GZ Doom. Name's not coming to me right now. It's just very corridory. Love the combat. It's amazing. But the card key thing, I get it's retro. It needs to die. They did it back then to fluff the games due to limitations. Like, I get it's retro. It sucked back then. It sucks more now. It kills the pacing of it. I'm not looking to have my handheld. That's boring too. Then it just becomes an on-rail shooter, and that's not fun either. But I know it has a map, but it's not. It's like what are the answer? Like they went for the whole retro thing. I get it, but there's some reason that some things were left in the past. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I have an M1 iPad Air that I bought to use Koala on, which I need to start using more. I've been using it mostly on my phone like an idiot. And it's great, man. Anything you throw at it. That's why it's like, everyone's like, oh, yay, the M4. Oh, yay, the M4. It's like, I know there's differences if you did like heavy-duty video editing and stuff, but for most people, even people who are doing content creation, the M1 is still plenty. So it's a tough sell to a lot of people. It's easier to sell people with phones because phones are a device that are always in your pocket, and there's, I don't know, people just feel like every 2 years they should get a new phone. But with an iPad, because it's not a device you always have with you, a lot of times people use it all the time, but most people are like, the M1 is more than enough. Should you buy Elden Ring? That is a tough thing to answer. It got its hooks in me. But the thing I will say, there's an asterisk with me, is even though I never really played a Souls game, I played enough of the other ones to, even though I got my ass handed to me, I'm like, yeah, if I ever got into one of these games, I would fucking love it. So I knew that I had that predisposition because it's Castlevania-like. You may think it's too hard and sucks. And that's fine. Wish they had like a demo for it. Overly difficult? That's a weighted answer. The nice thing about Elden Ring is that because it's a well-done open world game, if you get your ass kicked in one place, you could explore another, level up, get some experience, and then go back. You know, a lot of people, I think the proper way to start Elden Ring, when you go to Limgrave, instead of going to fight fucking Margit, it kind of tricks you almost. It's good game design. Like you think like you should, but in reality you should go the other way, and do that. I guess you could call it dungeon that's south, like you know what the fuck I'm talking about. But you get my point. The beauty of Elden Ring is that, my point being, is you could go anywhere. And it gives you a chance to learn the game. It gives you a chance to level up. You could do spirit summons. Yep. One of the favorite ones. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the best, but one of the favorite is the mimic tier, where you could summon a mimic who has the same exact weapons as you do. And they nerf the mimic tier. However, it's still a hell of a thing if you're having trouble with a boss. You have over hey, Juicy Pooch, if you're enjoying that, that's a game I could see that giving me a boner too. What's up, Julie? You know what bothers me about Souls game? That doesn't bother me, DBZ, because I always end up, if I have a tough time finding something, I just end up finding other shit along the way. It's weird how they did that, because usually, kind of like I was just talking about that Celico game, whatever the fuck it is, Celico. Listen, suck on me. Where I get lost and it's like, fuck this. Elden Ring, that doesn't bother me, because I think because like in a game like Celico, like, okay, you kill the enemies, okay, they're gone, so you're just going around in circles, and I'm like, all right, look at the map. The map is kind of helping me, but not. And then you're just sitting there like a fucking hamster on a wheel if you get lost, which I do a lot because, admittedly, my sense of direction sucks dick. Oh yeah, the Godskin. The second time, the first time around, I didn't have an issue with the Godskin duo. The second time, oh my god! And the Farum crumbling Azula. I think I said that right, actually. Wow, they just fucking dominated me. Mimic or not, Mimic did fuck all for me. The Mimic. I think the fat dude rolled over him and the Mimic was toast. Even maxed out. I think I had it maxed out at that point. Everyone's different, man. And hey, look, that was the first. Now I have 760-ish hours total. Let's just say 700. Who the fuck would have thought that with me? In my 40s especially, and with a Souls game. Never in a million years thought that. One of Nick Rakita's kids. There's no beginning. It's not has nothing to do with me. Maybe I should have made the title a little more specific. Oops. Yeah, they found coke in Nick Rakita's kid's system. One of the most fucking judgmental people on the planet. That's how they all are, though. Yeah. You can look it up. It's in one of their reports. We'll see, or you could watch my stream coming soon. Kids 9. Kids 9. So you know what that means. Realistically, speculation, even though it's probable, but it's, again, speculation. They probably just left it around because they were out of their fucking minds and the kids touched it. Yep. The moral arbiters of the internet, huh?
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, and people are like white knighting for him, saying it's suspect. Like, get the fuck out of here. What's suspect? What's suspect is you defending him at this point. It's not like a fucking streamer is just making an allegation. It's in a fucking police report. They tested the kid. Like, give me a break. All right, so.
This way? Aha, this way. Why does he have no air already? We just started swimming.
Yeah, I mean, and justifiably so, he's probably never gonna, the kids are never gonna see their father again, at least in the same capacity. If for no other reason too, he's probably going to go to jail for especially now with this going on, where they found out his 9-year-old had cocaine in their system, enough that could have killed them. I can't. Before I was like, he may get like, years of probation or whatever, and then he'll make it like the system was against him. Now I cannot see him. I cannot see him and his wife not getting jail time. It just, holy fuck if they don't. They didn't give them cocaine, Julie. What probably happened was they were out of their minds, left it around, and the kids, because they're kids, especially because they're seeing I'm sure if the kids got their hands on cocaine, I'm sure the parents didn't give a fuck and were doing the cocaine right in front of them. So if you see your parents doing it, they're probably like, they're doing it, I guess I can too.
Over here.
No, Respurgu, I'm saying if this never happened where they didn't find coke in the son's system, Nick would have probably gotten just like a slap on the wrist, gotten like a few years of probation, and he would have cried on streams that, the odds were stacked against him. But now with this revelation, come on. Come on. He should be thrown under the fucking jail.
Here.
It ain't bad optics. I can't see him not getting that is reckless negligence. Reckless negligence. Fuck all those people, man. Just the irony of that there's a picture of him, Ethan Ralph, Andy Worski, and some other dude. It's like if my logs of shit turned into human beings, huh? Yeah. Come judge me. By all means, come judge me. Fucking have a menagerie of skeletons in all of your closets, huh?
No? Fuck, I'm dead. Achievement? Cerebral.
Phil got an achievement for dying. Like, yeah, they're all the scum of the earth, and you're gonna fucking judge other people? Fuck out of here.
Anoxia. Drowned inside the rig.
And they always implode in some spectacular fashion. I wish it didn't involve their kids, but look at Nick Rakita. How many disasters did Ethan Ralph have? Look at the shit that happened with Andy Jaworski. And then they go to another platform, they start up some other shit, and then that falls apart. It's just like they just have to leapfrog. It's like I've talked about before, it's not sustainable, but you know, there's many people that would spread their ass cheeks, and if Nick Rakita farted in their mouth, they would thank him afterwards. It's the same reason why pastors could fucking buy jets and people would be like, hey, can I empty out my bank account and give it to you? Sure, you fucking idiot.
George_Soros_Guzzard donated $2. The housing market is so bad I've resorted to saving my own logs to build a cabin. My builder may be an ass, but it gets shit done. Thank you.
Oh, spamming the applause. Yeah, I'm probably moving out of here, moving somewhere cheaper. I don't want to have to worry about money all
Solid
the time.
Crusader takes
Tired of
6
it.
Viagra donated $3. Anyone voting for Biden or Trump has worms in their head. Let's put it plain and simple, as John F. Kennedy Jr. says. Next Thursday will be interesting. Let's hope
Yes.
for a miracle and witness DSP starts ejaculate on June 27th while he watches debate. LMAO.
You know, it's like, it's just so dumb. Like, I could do live streaming from somewhere else, and my pay would be the same, but my cost of living would be significant, especially if I moved to a state with no state income tax.
ReviewBirdsUSA donated $2.69.
This is
Rich,
politics.
did you see one of the Red Pillars alpha male got caught with an underage girl? They didn't even show no remorse after they got caught.
Wow, what a shocker. Gee golly. It's almost like they're a bunch of fucking hypocrites who have no morality whatsoever. Oh, well, yeah, we're doing that, and I'm going to play Sekiro, Julie, beforehand. Willie Mack did a video. Ooh, we may have to watch that too. I may move to South Carolina, man. We'll see. I'm going to live stream the debate. If it happens. May not happen. They're both very old men. I'm voting for shit.
There's a puzzle where it's timed water. I don't know what to do to that. What the hell is this? Where am I?
I will kiss the ring of Kino Casino when Andy Jaworski comes here and he sucks a fart with his whole mouth on my asshole out of my unwashed ass. There you go. Thank you.
What the hell? Where am I? Oh, this is where it breaks? So I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I want to see Phil get angry.
It doesn't
But this
open.
is the only. This is all. This is the only Phil
I
for
don't know what
tonight.
I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, it
Just stay in
figures
the
like I'm
rising
saying.
water?
We'll watch that too.
Until I
Yeah,
can go
this
through
is the only
here.
fill of the evening.
Obviously, this is where you're supposed to go, right here. This is dumb. What a dumb part. I'm not. Times.
Here we go. Here we go.
Seriously. Oh! Well, you find out, actually, there's a mutated, crazy creature race living underneath the crust of the earth. And every time we drill oil, we're technically drilling into them and sucking up their blood. And so oil is actually like monster blood. And now we dug so deep that the monster is free or something. Like, right? It's some crazy thing. Wild.
He's about to get angry. Here we go. This is where it gets fun.
Everyone shut the fuck up in chat who's being negative and stupid.
Here
Really,
we go.
I mean, like, you guys are just fucking so toxic sometimes.
Yeah, I'll move it to. Listen, I'm sleeping in the Oval Office. I'm gonna snore and fart while you're giving speeches, Donald.
Seriously. Oh, it's actually coming out tomorrow, and now you're gonna miss it, and then you're gonna lose all the engagement. No, I'm not gonna lose anything. I'm not a desperate view whore.
Wait, doesn't it come out? When is DLC? Isn't it the 21st? Oh no. Of the bird tree. June. Okay. All right. I was about to be that Planet of the Apes theme where it's like, oh no. I would have been like, yo, no goal. No goal. Stream tomorrow. All fucking day. I'm done. I got to go downstairs and do shit. Oh.
Who has to rush to play something the moment it releases. You understand that, right? I'm not fighting.
If it was tomorrow, if Phil was right, shockingly he's not.
Telltale ES donated $2. Instead of listening to Phil's Glass House of
Wait,
Security
no.
talking
Don't
about
you
drilling and
fucking-
sucking, I think that, in celebration of Elden Ring's DLC, we should watch This Is How You Don't Play Elden Ring by DS Bitching. Also, boobies.
Yes. And breast, yes.
Breasts.
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 Fuck Hillary Clinton.
No One's Poppy donated $2. Listen, Rich, listen. It is the curse of the Sonic Chew Madeleine. This is all Chris Chan's fault. He is the true menace in all of this nonsense. Ban him and me. So is the fight between you and the quartering still happening? Philip
Tomorrow,
Burnell
yes.
is AMAN.
Listen, Phil's going to be the referee too. So be straight with me here. Or gay, either one. What is it coming out the 21st? Or do I need to stop this fucking stream? And it's like coming out tomorrow evening, because I'll just assume the 21st. Fuck it. It's tomorrow? Or maybe I could just not be a pussy and stream both days and just rush it. It's out tomorrow evening. All right. I could do tomorrow evening still. That's fine.
Fighting anyone for day one views. I'm not. I play it and people will watch it because they like watching me play Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's May 1st. How? Oh my God. I would give a testicle. I only need one now. I would give a testicle to have the Erdtree DLC be on May 1st and then have May 1st just so happen be the day off. And so, do you know how much more amazing this speech would have been? And all of the narratives he would have to deflect simultaneously if Shadow of the Erdtree DLC released on the day he jacked off 7 years ago or 8 years ago. Apparently 15 hours. Wait, hold on. Where's Steam? This room is getting steamy, speaking of which, and I'm not trying to be funny. It's like literally like there's probably ample sweat under my breasts right now. The Erdtree, yes. Yes, I know it's in my library. This... Fuck. You weren't trolling me.
Micula the Kind spoke of the beginning.
Shut up! Let me think. Because there's a lot I have to do downstairs. That's why 15 hours is not... Hey, Siri. When is 15 hours from now?
It's tomorrow at 12:26 p.m.
Fuck. I need birds. If I also knew this, I would have been up like an asshole working on a beat until 6 a.m. in the morning last night. Whatever. Time to make up for lost time, am I right? Let's watch Phil. 77%. Cut this stream short and stream again tomorrow. Or do both. No, don't apologize. I'd rather you let, because with then I look. One, I love Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring to a point that people get annoyed when I talk about it. I've seen the receipts. Okay, so it's the best of both worlds. People want to see it, and I'm going to stream it. I'm going to play it anyway. So it's kind of like what I'm going to do with Beats. Why not make money doing something I'm doing anyway? I might as well do it, and you guys can give me suggestions. But I got to figure out that camera. And if I'm going to do it up here, or I'm going to do it downstairs. I think downstairs. The vibe visually fits more of doing that downstairs. Anyway, back to Phil being a fucking idiot and not streaming. He is a game streamer, not streaming one of the biggest DLCs, maybe of all time, of a game that is highly anticipated. And he's like, no, I have to go grocery shopping with my wife. I hope his boss doesn't fire him. Oh, wait. He is his own boss.
They like seeing me overcome adversity.
Okay. The Elden Ring DLC, if you just go, if you're a normie, kind of like I am, I feel like I am a normie now. I feel like I'm a civilian again. And you just go to Google and you type in the release date so you understand what's going on here. It says 21st. Cool. I'm like, tomorrow, I'm streaming tonight. I'll probably do a goal, and then tomorrow I'll get the downstairs completely ready to look nice and super pretty for the Erd Tree DLC. But apparently it's releasing fucking tomorrow at noon. Or wait, yeah, noon. Juicy Boots dropping more stealth. To the point that I'm even making sure, because not only, like I said, it's really fucking cool that a game that I love is also highly anticipated. It'll probably bring in more engagement. Like, I'm doing that, Phil, and I game 1% of the time on my streams. You are a full-time game streamer, and no, I have to... You're like Rain Man. Rich, can I marry you? Absolutely. Just prenup first, please.
They like seeing me...
I know. But if you go right... If someone said it, I thought they were trolling. Pakistani American single 35. You go right to Steam. Says 15 hours. So they weren't lying. Thank you. Abby's giving me the exact minute. Let's go. Oh, man. I got to talk. Hello, Sofa King, are you here? Oh, this fucks my whole shit up, man. I can't. If dude, you type it like I typed it in. Why did you lie to me, FromSoft? Oh man. Oh, my Siri was saying it. Abby is. Now it could Steam be wrong? Is my emotions just not from you guys? Is just like the misinformation fucking with my emotions, and it's actually coming out on the 21st, and Gabe made a mistake because he's a handsome man with a big burly fucking beard? Nothing is wrong. Okay, all right.
Rage at the struggles. It's like saying, so I need to just play it nonstop for 4 days and beat it right away because I'm the first person to do it. Dude, that went away 10 years ago.
No, you don't have to do that either. I'm not going to specifically do that. Like, I'm not going to fucking play it for like 20 hours straight. That would be insane. Probably would make a lot of money, but then I'd be in a hospital. But yeah, Phil, sorry. You should be there the day one and be playing it. Doesn't mean you have to play it every day, but you should be there playing it. Doesn't mean you need to play it for, like I said, 20 hours straight, but do a session of it. And then, Phil, ask your boss, I think his name is Phil, if you could have another day off instead. But of course, he has to stick to his schedule that no one gives a fuck about. Nobody.
More than 10 years ago. What you're saying makes no sense at all. It's like saying things like midnight releases. There's no reason for me to ever do a midnight release. I'm not in any direct...
Dude, no, you can't compare this to a... You are comparing the release of a huge DLC for what many people consider to be the greatest game of all time to an antiquated business model of midnight releases from like over a decade ago. It's not the same. Obby, such an autistic thing to do. Jesus Christ. Like, I could see if it like made his viewership go up 4 times. Schedules don't help us, Phil. They don't. I'm sure maybe if I stuck to one for like 6 months, maybe. But even then, it's just if people... Like, look, I always bring up Etika as an example. That motherfucker could fire up a stream at like 3 a.m. and have 30,000 people watching. It just is what it is. So my point being is, fuck your schedule, play the game tomorrow, and have another day off. Who gives a shit? Juicy Booch is blowing kisses at me.
Why Susha 116 donated $3. During the debate, Joe Biden and Donald Trump will argue over when the Elden Ring DLC comes out.
You probably would make it more fucking interesting. I would hit the applause again. Well, Sleepy Joe, I was playing it on the 20th on my PC. Let me tell you something. My PC, ladies and gentlemen, a 4090. The graphics, believe me, beautiful. Beautifully done game. Thank you, FromSoft. You, Joe, were playing it. What was that on the Series S on the 21st? You were a step behind me. I ain't Jamie
John
Foxx,
Hardwick donated $3. Remember the Sonic movie trailer with Gangsta's Paradise?
Oh,
Someone
God,
on
yeah.
YouTube took that trailer and replaced the song with Weird Al's parody of it, Amish Paradise.
Oh my God. Oh man, I wonder if I watched it, if I would get a copyright and a warning to get rid of it in 7 days because of birds. My ass is a little burnt by that.
Competition with...
Yeah, so if there's probably still like 2 of you wondering why my other streams are gone. I used bird footage that I mixed in with Phil and text and stuff, and the YouTube channel where I got the birds from were like, no, you cannot use my birds, and you have 7 days to remove any videos where you used my birds, even though it was transformative. So I had to remove those birds. And a lot of people ask it, which is a valid question. Why didn't you just edit it out? Because even when I went to piss and shit, pleasant as that sounds, or if I went to get a drink or whatever, I used that
Telltale
as the
ES
in-between
donated
footage.
$2. The reason why DSP isn't streaming tomorrow is because he complained that a lot of viewers, meaning 1 to 2 viewers, emailed him and said that changing the schedule is messing up with their personal schedule. All hail DSP.
Look, I don't like people assuming things about me, but if you're unironically watching Phil, it's... How can I say this as nicely as possible? I don't think it's messing up your schedule. Now, of course, that's just Phil being a bullshit artist and making up excuses. Let's keep it real. But
with anybody else, they're in competition with each other for the views. View whores out there got to play at the moment it releases. Not me. I'm a different guy. I'm a different situation, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing that I don't have to worry about that shit.
why? He's just so weird. He's so fucking weird. And then when he doesn't, he would probably, people would tune in and he would make a fucking killing that day. Then have the day after off, Phil.
John Hardwick donated $3. No, the guy has had the Amish Paradise Sonic trailer for about 5 years now, no strikes, and plus, if you don't show the video but just play the audio, I don't think Paramount can get you.
No, it's usually the audio that trips you up. I mean, you can get tripped up for video, but a lot of times if you get rid of the audio and replace your own audio, you're good. It's usually the audio that fucks your shit up.
Seriously. It's just this stupidity of people saying shit like that. Like,
or you have people proactively looking if you're using B-roll of their birds. I won't let that go, no.
I was never going to get day one increased views regardless. I was never going to get that. And by the way, no.
Phil, that's not true. Look at, like, with Baldur's Gate. Granted, I thank God I never played that fucking game. I'd rather choke on horse dick.
I'm a size queen. I like big dicks.
But you got more viewership because you played the game. You can't do stuff like this and say, oh, there's not enough tips. You can't. Obviously, you can't be that destitute. If you could skip out what would probably bring you 4 times what you make in a stream, literally.
What was never always coming out the 20th, that's also bullshit. Because some places don't get it until the 21st. That's a complete lie. It wasn't always coming out on the 20th. It was always coming out on the 21st. And then they released the release times for it this week. And it looks like it's weird staggering all over the world the way that they're doing it.
What the fuck? Turbo Express just sent me this truck driver, I guess, that fell asleep behind the wheel, and the woman he was banging was naked in the back. I don't think she got hurt, but she ended up, I guess he had to stop short, and all of a sudden just titties are just everywhere.
John Hardwick donated $3. What's ironic is Amish Paradise was more fitting to the setting of the movie than Gangsta's Paradise was. Neither song was in the actual movie. I saw the Sonic movie when it first came out too. Saw both of them and will see the third one too.
It's weird because I know people who saw that movie and are like, oh wow, they really redeemed it. And then there's other people that saw it, they were like, holy fuck, it was garbage. So, who knows? I give you permission, and I have more than anyone else, literally 40, you have 40 million fucking chickens? Or birds? How? How big is your, like, farm or whatever?
Okay? So, you can stop being toxic now in my chat. Really. Like, it's not appreciated. People being so dumb about it.
No. Phil, it is insane. They are right, Phil. It is insane that a game-only streamer, doesn't matter if you're a variety gaming streamer, that the biggest DLC maybe of all time coming out for a game, and you're like, nah, I'm good, DoorDash. No, it makes no fucking sense. I am siding with your audience, and when you're occasionally right, Phil, I side with you. But you are so wrong with this one that it hurts in the ass area. Fucking Florida farmer got a bird cartel.
I'm glad you're enjoying this, Jade. Me too. I can't wait to see how it ends. I guess it certainly wasn't for a lot of people because, as you can see, our attendance today is low for a game that's new.
And you're gonna complain about attendance when you're doing something like that. So I can't complain about attendance either. I haven't streamed that much. It's my own fucking
Blowing
fault.
Bubbles 1337 donated $3. The irony of DSP not jumping on the Elden Ring DLC as the biggest, hot new release. When he's been bitching about how there's not enough decent new releases to save his business
weird.
astounds me.
You know,
He won't blow
this
bubbles,
is-
but he'll blow business opportunities away.
That's brilliant. I like that. I'm telling you why. His wife won't let him change his day off. If he was single, he would probably stream the whole fucking DLC in like a sitting.
John Hardwick donated $3. I liked the second better than the first. I liked they got Colleen Villard, who currently does Tails in the game, to voice him. I've met Colleen too, sweet lady.
How
Also,
do you beat
Jim
all these
Carrey was
people?
great as Eggman.
Yes, he
was the
That I heard
highlight
too.
of both movies.
I've beaten the game, so I haven't looked into it. Trying to multitask here with Elden Ring, so I'm not sure because I beat it. I beat Moog, whatever. Well, Moog is the fucking synthesizer. I beat Moog. I beat the game, and I didn't do the second New Game Plus, so I'm good. Because that's spoiler alert for. Well, I don't think it's a spoiler alert. You have to beat Moog, who's an optional boss. Because that's where the entrance to the Erdtree DLC is. Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. He'll spend 40 on. Well, he's gonna play it, but I'm telling you, dude, it's because of his wife. If Phil was single, I know.
It's super.
Abby did not beat his cock. You have to congratulate him. You go to the Comic-Cons and stuff. Okay.
Low. Support is super low. I don't know. The game is great. The game is.
I cannot believe in the same video where he's telling people to fuck off about streaming highly anticipated DLC. What the fuck is DSC? DLC. That he's bitching about
DSP
support.
Gaming donated $2. Rich, you have no idea how busy I'll be tomorrow. I need to spend an hour in the grocery store, an hour in the wine store, 6 hours arguing at Burger King over a sandwich, masturbating to my own voice for 3 hours, and then playing WWE Champions all day.
It's so weird. And like I said, I have a feeling his wife's like, you're either... I'm telling you, dude. I just... It makes no sense. It's like a store not opening. He's all about, I have to give my audience what they want. If my audience wants spaghetti and I'm only making pork chops. You're literally making the pork chops when your audience wants spaghetti, Philip. And then in the same stream, this is amazing, he's complaining about support being low. Oh my God. This man, this is why. Do you fucking see why we can't stop talking about him? Do you see why there's like these fucking channels that like are making salaries talking about Phil? He's an enigma.
John Hardwick donated $3. Just realized I've met all of Sonic's English game actors. Roger Craig Smith I've seen at 3 cons. Jason Griffith at 2 of them.
I wonder how
and
much they
Ryan
make at
Drummond
those
at 1.
cons.
Dallas had a Sonic convention last year. They had several actors from the games there.
Do they charge for some charge for autographs? I know they get paid to go. because they're the draw for it, and some of them get paid astronomical amounts just to step. But some of them make you pay for autographs. Did they make you pay for autographs out of curiosity? How I feel about that, I don't know. Gray area. Why? Who go to a fucking con for who to show up? 2 people? I'd have less people showing up than Boogie does.
It's really good horror. I like it a lot. It's got psychological. It's got a lot of physical horror, body horror. It feels like a 1980s movie. The graphics are outstanding. This is the problem, is I think people just want certain kinds of games now. It's sad.
He literally one day, I mean, we all as humans do it, especially over a long period of time. But what's incredible with Phil is he could say one thing the other day, how he has to cater to his audience, and like any other business, give them what they want. But today, I'm not giving them what the fuck you, because I'm different now. Like, just say you don't like video games anymore, Phil. I've had that vibe for a while. I mean, anyone who's truly passionate about what they do falls asleep while they're doing it. But dude, Phil, you're checked out, bro. You're checked out. You're over playing games on stream. You're over being DSP gaming, whether you want to admit it or not. Yeah, he won't budge for his games. He won't budge for him. It is just a means to an end. He will not, he doesn't, I still think his wife is part of it, but he wants nothing. It's his fucking day off. I want nothing to do with it. Get the fuck away from me. I don't care if God himself made the DLC. I don't care. I don't care enough anymore is what he's saying. I don't.
Like, if it doesn't have an insane amount of action, if it's not a fucking Resident Evil game, right, or a Silent Hill, oh, it sucks. It doesn't. It actually is.
Phil, I could play bets with you that Dr. Disrespect right now could play Final Fantasy 3 and he'd probably have 50,000 people show up. So stop it.
Really good game, and I'm tired of the negativity of people shitting on games too that are actually quite good. This is a very good game.
But you're there, so they want to keep watching. That's what they're there for. You want them to watch. If they're telling you you as a game streamer what game they want you to play, and you say no, fuck you, and I'm not, like, what do you need to keep your schedule for? The people you made the schedule for are telling you not to keep your schedule because of the highly anticipated DLC, and you're just saying no. How does this man turn on a light switch without lighting himself on fire is a miracle.
It's well executed for what...
Obby's never okay. All right, 75%. God. We're almost, if you combine StreamLabs, too close to a...
John Hardwick donated $3. You have to pay for videos, autographs, and photos. Only time I've gotten freebies was once from Mike McFarland, who is Master Roshi in Dragon Ball, and Chris Sabat, who is Vegeta, and only reason Sabat gave me a freebie was because he forgot his card reader.
Oh, shit. I mean, again, God, you guys went to town with the StreamLabs. I appreciate it.
Telltale ES donated $2. Think about it this way. He went over his picks for Game of the Year today on his pre-stream. He didn't mention Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because, quote, it didn't garner much support, end quote. Phil, go be a disgruntled Walmart cashier.
Wait. So the guy who's not streaming a game where he knows he would get support and bitches constantly about not getting support is not going to stream because it's his day off. I can't... Phil, you can never say that. People say you're not lazy then either. Oh, man. probably into 4 figures. It's just amazing. It's absolutely, anyway.
What it is, for sure. Right?
Phil, you are a man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so tired of people just being so toxic in chat for no fucking reason. It really pisses me off. Just shut the fuck up about it.
I love how when he knows that people are right, that that now they're toxic. Now it's toxicity. See, this is what it does. I know I'm not going crazy. Yeah, I can't anymore with that shit. Anyway. When will I do the gold till? I don't know if he likes doing YouTube. Anyway, let's just get into this first. Then I'll worry about it.
Why you gotta be so toxic?
John Hardwick donated
about
$3. Chris was cash only that day, and since he knew me, he signed my Panty and Stocking Blu-ray. He's a funny guy. Although he wasn't the Vegeta they used to use in the over 9,000 memes that was Brian Drummond. Sabot also owns a Cybertruck.
He also owns... Oh, well, doesn't he suck Elon Musk's balls? The number one problem with DSP is that it feels like going to school. Like first period, second... That's what I talk about all the time, 100%. The best streams are off the cuff, unpredictable, shooting from the shit. That's why I also say with the stupid fucking React videos. Now, granted, he had that video where there was trans porn. And look, I think he handled it well, but I said that shows the fundamental problem. Dude, pick your own videos to react to. If you're not into the video, no one's going to want to watch it. But that's the thing. He's like an uptight grandma now because his jealous wife won't, God forbid, he sees a cleavage. Again, another amazing thing. Another game that was somewhat anticipated was Stellar Blade. What did Phil not play? Because of breasts.
Fucking relax. We already know the schedule. We already know what's going on, right? We talked about it. We're all happy. We're excited for Friday. Why all of a sudden would you come to...
But they're not excited. They're telling you they're not excited.
Chat start being toxic. Oh, you're not playing it tomorrow? No, it wasn't coming out tomorrow. It was always coming out Friday, and then with the worldwide releases, I think it's out like tomorrow, either tomorrow like late afternoon or early evening. So it's coming out a little early. It's certainly not coming out like super early or anything, but it's coming out like a little early. No, I'm not canceling the day off to be here to play it for the first few hours. There's no point. It doesn't matter when I play it. People want to see me play it because it's challenging, because of the difficult.
Can't do this and then complain about low support, Phil. You can't.
Factor, because you know I'm going to be overcoming. I've explained how I'm going to start with the magic build and change it up and try other weapons. I don't need to rush for the immediate day one views. I would not benefit from them. Literally, if I was the first person on the planet to have the game and play it, it wouldn't help me. You know? Because I'm a different guy. I'm not...
So that means it's coming out... Well, no, it'll be coming out 9/26. If it's coming out 12/26 my time, then it's coming out 9/26 May 1st man's time.
John Hardwick donated $3. I don't know if Chris Sabat is an Elon fanboy. He doesn't use X hardly ever since he took over. But I have no idea why he got a Cybertruck. He was one of the first people in Dallas to order that thing. He also used to direct the Dragon Ball English dubs.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different person and I'm an idiot.
In competition with those view horror people rushing to get it right away. And they already have it. They've already had it for a fucking week. It's already on the internet right now.
Yeah, but they want to see a lot of people. Yeah, so what? Tomorrow is still the day one, Mr. Phillip. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Sean, your super chat. Did you hear he's going to use Cat's 2017 mid-range PC but wouldn't take your Threadripper? I have no... Dude, he's Phil. This man he's literally contradicting himself, saying low support, a game he would get support on. Fuck you, I'm streaming it the day after. Goat Simulator 3, or they're both fun games. You go into them, it's just like the second one has more, it has like missions and stuff more. So there were some missions in the first one, but it was more basic. Because if you remember, Goat Simulator started as it was supposed to be a tech demo for whatever engine that Coffee Stain was using at the time. And then people saw it and it was like, oh, that looks like a fun, like physics-based thing. And then it came out as a game and it was actually pretty successful. And then they made a sequel, which is, I think, did pretty well for what it is. It was Epic exclusive before. My son loves Goat Simulator 3.
So, let's go ahead. Get ready.
Sideways
That
Rain
mode.
Story donated $2. Hey Rich, it's Phil. Donating under an alias so Cat won't belittle me. You don't understand that the day off is imperative. I worship my schedule like the Incas worship the sun. Even though nobody is holding me to said schedule. Can I get a breast battle?
Yes, of course you can.
Breasts.
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 Breasts. Breasts. Breasts.
That was a hell of a battle. And
Insomniac donated $3. View whore? Yeah, I'm a view whore. I view whores all the time online.
And the thing is, let's keep it real. I'll admit it. Would I love to have 2,000 people here watching this stream? Of course. No one's streaming, Phil, to just stream to themselves. So if you don't care about the views, then just stream to yourself. You could jerk off that way then, because no one will see. Save your money, Florida farmer. It's not worth much.
Ready? No, it wasn't always scheduled for tomorrow. If you say it one more fucking time, I'm just going to ban you from chat and I'm never going to see you again and I'm not going to miss you.
I can't. Hey, Rich. Marvel's back, baby. What are you talking about?
If you're going to be a fucking toxic contrarian, don't fucking talk. Seriously.
If you're going to say something logical...
John Hardwick donated $3. Panty and Stocking is a hilarious anime. It's about these two angels who were kicked out of heaven and they have to hunt ghosts to redeem themselves. Panty is a sex addict whore and Stocking is a goth addicted to sweets.
That sounds so Japanese. That's... Oh, Pulse Attack, relax your fucking anus. If you were interested in something, you'd be talking about it, right? You bitch in the chat all the time. I don't care. It's okay that you're high. You're like me. You're always an outspoken prick.
Here's what you do. You sit in your room and you say it to yourself. Because you're the only fucking person who cares.
Said the Zoom link is becoming like a mini meme. Just like Natsu saying birds is like spread to Yonkers.
About your toxic contrarianism. No one wants to hear it, especially me, and I'm the streamer, and I have the power to get you off my stream.
Oh, God. Dude, you have a few hundred people watching. He's so... that power to him. With the power. Oh, man, listen. You had a powerful burst on May 1st. Yes, I need to let go of May 1st, but I can't. Is that collection also coming to PC? Because I may as well just get it for PC, because then I can play it on the 8 billion fucking... I'm just going to make a video. Minis Forum, B-Link, talking about... No, actually, the Minis Forum tablet may get its own video, because it is badass. But I'm going to say the fundamental problem with all of the mini PCs. Want to know what
John
it is?
Hardwick donated $3. Panties can transform into pistols and stockings can transform into katana swords and their catchphrase is report motherfuckers. And their ghost hunter missions are given to them by a black preacher named Garterbelt.
Is so long as it like there's no kind of like Voss shit in there, I may watch that.
I'm a size queen.
So is that coming to PC? But I think I'm going to make a video being like, all these, they are good. They're good. The Minis Forum tablet PC is different. It's just built different. I think that deserves its own video. Sorry, Minis Forum, it's taking a bit. I repent, motherfucker, not to report I made a typo. You're okay. You're good, man. But the rest of them, it's like, oh, wow. It has a Ryzen 7 whatever processor. 32 gigabytes of RAM running at the same speed. Like, what do you want reviewers to say unless your PC's offering, and I'm not talking about a butthole power plug, that magnetic one they had, which then limits the PC because then it is, actually, you know what I should do? I should try Shadow of the Erdtree on them. That would make it more interesting. Just watch Black Lagoon. It's amazing. Miss Sparkles is here, so she could say that I'm ignoring her even though I'm not. Anime production Ganex went bankrupt. What were they responsible for making? I'm not sure. Here, have a smooch.
So, there you go. Fucking toxic ass people, man. Unreal.
I can't believe this may be another one for the record books. Just when you think Phil is getting boring and can't amaze you again, he's complaining about low support in his stream, while in a game where he knows he would get support, he's like, nah, I'm not streaming it on my day off. Even though I'm my own boss and no one could fire me, I'm good.
All right. Let's finish Still Wakes the Deep. If we have some extra time, we can maybe do a little bit of Hangout Q&A. We'll see. I guess it
What is going on with Abby? Is he going to come again?
depends on how long it takes me to finish it here.
I was like, Sue, why did you think I didn't block you on anything, Sue? Why did I block you on MySpace? Well, Justin Timberlake owns it. So, did you hear what happened with Justin Timberlake?
Let's find out. I said it was like 20 to 30 minutes left, so we're in the final segment.
Maybe he was having fun with Nick Rakita. Oh, shit! Yeah, he got more than a DUI, though. They found a whole fucking... They have found a whole fucking fiesta.
Segment now. And last time I will say it for the stream.
Molly, they found a whole bunch of
John
shit.
Hardwick donated $3. Panty and Stocking is supposed to parody adult animated shows in America. The people in Japan took shows like Drawn Together and South Park as inspirations. You can stream it on Crunchyroll.
Send me a link to it. I'll give it a shot. That sounds like something to watch when I'm like stoned and about to go to sleep.
At least for the game. Please, if you like the horror, please support it. Anything is appreciated, right? And thank you. All right, here we go. All right. Looks like we're in the home stretch, folks.
Come back, you're not thinking straight.
No, she's thinking straight.
My love.
When did she say this?
Everyone does coke? Speak for yourself. I never touched that shit.
And did he hear it? Because remember, he had a letter that said the opposite. That's it? So it wasn't the ending. There is no ending.
Yeah, this is riveting, Phil. Definitely take the day off for...
That's the ending? That's the ending.
Oh my god, Phil.
That's the ending. You literally have no idea what happened.
Phil_Mastrubatakuchi donated $3. Bring back your anus song. Birds.
Oh, fuck. What happened? I have it still. Sue is now a member. Congratulations.
Oh, no.
What's going on 6 p.m.? Is that everyone's giving me different times with Elden Ring? I am playing it tomorrow. I will play it on stream if it comes out tomorrow. Then I'm hearing it actually really is the 21st and Steam is wrong. Then I'm hearing Bill Gates is going to hand me a copy because he's really happy and turned on that I make a bunch of AI images with him. He may be naked and hard, hand delivering me. I'm fucked up in the head. Anyway, I'm hearing a whole bunch of different times. I want to be there the second I can to stream it. No, I want to play it here. I'll have a blast. I think it'll be more fun playing it. It's not even because you guys will help me. It's brand new. You won't know shit. It'll be more fun to play it on stream. Because it'll be all natural. Like my breasts.
John Hardwick donated $3. Check your XD and I sent you a clip from the show. The English dub. There is no copyright either. It's the English dub.
And for everyone giving John a hard time about because what he's interested in, there's people who don't want to hear me talk about Fear. There's people who don't want to hear me talk about Elden Ring. Everyone has different interests. Do I ever stop anyone in the chat from talking about, unless they're, they need to be blocked for, hey, Rich, is this your doctor for your weight loss surgery that failed? Well, it didn't. I'm nowhere near as big as I was, but. Fuck Fear. Thank you. See, Pulse Attack, at least you're equal opportunity. And you know what? Fuck you for saying fuck Fear. How about that? I want to watch Berserk. There was a game that it crashes now because it was meant for like Windows 7 that I have on PC. It was a really good game. I wanted to go back to it, but I could not. I even looked in forums and shit and like no one, because it wasn't like an insanely popular game. Excited. It's supposed to be 1/3 or half the size of Elden. It's holy shit, it's a whole new game.
116 donated $3. Listen, don't stream the Elden Ring DLC, then cry about low support when you do stream it.
It's just amazing, dude. You don't stream, you don't make money. It's just the reality. You can't bitch to your audience about it. And then, like, it is what it is. I didn't stream as much as I normally do. That's on me. But you're damn right I'm going to be there for the deals. I need to get back to streaming. If I didn't take a... I had to make the choice to take the break. It's over. I would have had Spurg moments like Wings of Redemption. That's really the reason I had to do it. I'm like, yeah, I can't have that happen. I'd rather just not be here. And the birds made me have to delete the streams anyway.
Everyone, Darkside Phil here. The only detractor channel that I watch is Duty Streams.
I like that ending. Oh my God, Phil, listen. We spoke. All right.
Moondust donated $3. Listen, John is just a weeb like me. Also watch Berserk, Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Perfect Blue.
Listen, man, whatever you're interested in, so long as you ain't doing any Voss shit or, well, him, talk about whatever you want. To a degree.
Hey, Noble Ones, welcome back.
Because then people will take that literally.
To my channel, this is the Metatron speaking, and today's topic, it's a little bit unfortunate in the sense that it's a sad topic to discuss, but it is something that I've been thinking, should I make a video about this, should I not make a video about this? And of course one of the incentives of talking about what has...
I feel bad for his kids, and I'm not just saying that from a boilerplate perspective or making the statement just to be generic. I do. Jesus, they found fucking coke in one of their kids' systems? That's horrifying. What the fuck is wrong with you? But do I have any empathy for him or his wife or April? No. None at all.
has happened.
Especially him, because he's like the most judgmental piece of shit on the planet, him and his cronies.
To a fellow YouTuber by the name of Nick from Rekieta, I don't know, Rekieta Law, I'll just say, is clearly one of the incentives is the fact that it's a hot topic and people are talking about it. It's going to bring in the views. I'm not going to pretend that that's not one of the incentives here. But I think the main reasons why I think it's important...
Well, at least you're honest.
And to talk about it, first of all, in a fair manner, level-headed, and only based on evidence. But one of the reasons why it's important to talk about it, and at the end of the day I decided, yeah, I want to talk about this, is because it is a great opportunity to present a very important matter, particularly to those of you who watch this channel, and in general YouTubers, and you are relatively young. In other words, if you stop watching now, don't do drugs, don't drink and drive. But I'll get back to that in a minute. So, the other reason why...
Okay.
I decided to talk about
the key to law. Well, this is his whole thing. What was Lutheran? Yeah, he had his wonderful church-going family, and when he got home, he took a nice big bump with his wife and had orgies. Literally, is this not even me joking? With Steel Toe Morning Show. Like I said at the beginning, I didn't even know we knew each other, let alone they were swapping dicks. Not saying they were, actually, you know. I don't think Aaron was butt fucking naked. Oh my god. I say some weird
Young
shit,
Jello
but I'm still not going to
donated
misread.
$3. Today is the 5-year anniversary of Attica's passing. Check on your homies,
Holy
y'all. I still remember I was at my college orientation when I got the news. Joy-Con boys for life.
Yeah, that's weird you say it. I didn't even know it's been 5 years. I brought him up today and totally forgot it's been 5 years. Holy shit. I don't know if today is the exact day, but yeah, Etika is a perfect example that a schedule means fuck all, because rest in peace to him. That dude could pull in fucking tens of thousands of people and just fire up a stream whenever he wanted to. Literally. So anyone who says that, like, okay, I'm sure for the vast majority of people, a schedule is beneficial, but Etika, rest in peace, would like to prove you otherwise, and did with receipts. His streams were his receipts before his channel got banned.
This is because I've had an interaction with Rekieta Law, and it was not a great interaction. You don't know about this because at the time...
No! He was a dick? He was an arrogant dick to you? So I better have it on the soundboard. If I don't have it, I'm shutting this down, I'm quitting, and I'm going to go do porn. I don't have what? No way? Oh, I do.
What? Away. What? Away.
All right, I need to remember where that is.
I decided that I didn't want to bring it to your attention, but I did have an interaction with the guy. Hence the title of this video. It was brought to my attention that not so long ago, during one of his streams, Rekieta Law decided to dedicate a whole section of his video to, let's say, me, in the sense that, to be more specific, he was reading and reacting and also providing commentary to a post that I had made. Of course, I have no problems whatsoever to people reacting or presenting their opinions on what it is that I speak. I make a lot.
Yeah, I guess someone's making a video on me, and they came to me regarding a certain situation that I've spoken about a billion times. I was kind of curt in the beginning, aka rude. I apologize. I'm like, look, I said, this has just been beaten to death. I have a billion streams where I talk about the exact things you asked me. You're more than welcome to watch them.
A lot of public statements, and I post a lot of content.
Sadly, I have not tried Mama Brunel's Pizza Pops.
With that being said, when I
no, not Jay,
watched that video, I was actually
no, it wasn't June the King. I won't say who it was. It wasn't like someone like that, though.
actually in
It has nothing to, even if June the King came to me, to be honest with you, I'm not like that, where I would gate. I would be like, nah, I've talked about this a billion times, dude.
in the car with my wife. She was driving, I was watching the video, and even though it started nicely in the sense that the guy was like, oh, you know, there is this guy Metatron, I don't know much about it, but he's supposed to be cool, he's a cool guy, so I appreciated the beginning. But then unfortunately, even my wife was like, oh, look at that, he's speaking nicely about you. And then the whole stream really went down into pretty much a situation whereby for the following 40 minutes the guy just laughed at me, made fun of me, honestly laughing like an idiot, I'll just say it, just being extremely unfair, putting me completely out of context. And that's why,
No, not them. Wow, this sounds like all of their playbooks.
like, we kind of stopped.
They would never do that. Slander you because you hurt their feelings because they're sensitive, egotistical bitches? Never.
Watching, because even my wife was like, you know, this, I don't like this. And I said, yeah, you know, I expected better. To that, I'd like to say that I left a few comments under his stream, and then he replied, because there were people that were saying things that were absolutely
And they always seem to implode because they either have a fallout or they always succumb to their own demons. Again, I wish his kids weren't involved, especially with what we just found out. Holy shit.
incorrect about me. And then he replied and was very polite in the comments. So even though I did not like the way he quote-unquote roasted me, although then again, neither did his audience, because apart from a couple of haters who hate me anyways, there were quite a few people that were saying, no, I don't think you're being fair. I think you're taking me out of context.
Shadow of the Bird Tree. That's actually good.
He said this, like, for example, at one point on that post, I was saying basically that I'm not a racist.
And apparently they had it from the report, they had enough coke in them, the kid, to kill him. Luckily he didn't.
That I'm not homophobic, and he was like, why are you saying that, ha ha ha. And then people were like, no Nick, he's saying it because people have accused him of being these things, because normally Metatron defends historical facts, whether this goes against activists of one side of the political spectrum and sometimes from the other. Of course he didn't have the
Oh, the birds in Elden Ring will fuck you up. They're, especially when you're not super leveled up and you get to Godric the Grafted's dungeon. I forgot the name of the fucking castle, but the birds, oh my god.
The context to him, it sounded strange. He literally said I was gay, and not gay in the sense of being homosexual, but it was like, oh, this is so gay type of way of speaking. So anyways, I did not like the way he spoke about me. He made a video about me. I know it was a stream, but it was a long section of that stream. I don't think there is anything wrong with me making a video about him. With that being said, I don't want you to think that this is...
Why are you even explaining and justifying it? Just talk about the issue. Yeah, you don't have to fucking have permission. What is this, Pat the Eddie S-Bong?
My way to take revenge. It is not. In fact, if anything, I'd like to present a...
Yes, they're the relaxed models.
Nuanced and fair take about this whole situation of this fellow content creator to whom I had an interaction with. The whole situation is the fact that it seems like allegedly Riketa is not only an alcoholic, but it seems like he's struggling with substance abuse. The substance in question allegedly would be cocaine. The reason why I keep saying it
ain't alleged, dude. When did you come out with this video? Why are you tiptoeing? What is this guy's MO?
Allegedly is because let's keep in mind that the court of public opinion is never the right way to judge something.
No, you could judge it from the police report.
Information that has been presented to us hasn't still been...
Is like, what is this guy? Is he like a right-wing grifter? I don't know. He's just really like...
fully reviewed by a court of law, and there isn't a complete verdict. The guy is indeed facing 20...
I don't like just judging people like that, so let's... I can't believe amazing facts. Did slaves learn reacting? I almost lost my career over this. Oh, yeah. Okay. You, all right. Now I know why he's like, well, we have to wait and see. There's fucking police reports, dude. It's not just like Keemstar came out with a drama alert post. All right. Now I know why because they're on the fucking same team. Let's see what else here. Did Rome fall because of the gays? Sure. Okay. All right. It's a trend here. Now I know why he's like, let's just see what happens here. It's a court of public opinion, even though there's police reports, even though there was an insane amount of cocaine found in his kid's system. And again, in a report, it's not just a YouTuber saying it. Let's wait and see. Did Rome have a transgender emperor? Okay. And why do they do it? Look at the views. Look at the views. Look at the views. Look at the views. Yep. Okay. We'll keep watching, though, because I knew I could just tell. Like, I didn't want to assume it, because I hate assuming things about people. But I'm like, I could tell by the way he's talking. But just before, maybe he's tiptoeing because he's just really trying to be no. He's tiptoeing because they probably gave each other hand jobs in the back of their car.
25 years of jail time. I don't know if he would do any jail time. I'm not versed in the legal aspect of this, so I'll refer you to other channels that have covered the legal aspect of all of this. However, during his streams, it was clear that the guy was struggling with alcohol addiction, and once again, allegedly, law enforcement has entered his house with a warrant, and they have found a certain amount of illegal substances. All of this can...
Coke. They found coke. They found, I believe, just shy of an ounce. Why aren't you saying it? It's in the fucking police reports. It's not just in a tabloid. Holy shit.
Next to the actual core message of this discussion. If all of this is true, then it kind of presents an important opportunity to talk about influence.
John
because
Hardwick
even though
donated $3.
Please,
I
John,
just
interrupt
saw
me.
these online, although you rich would have to drive to Amherst. MA to get some. There is a company called Keith Brands. They make 10 milligram THC sodas. They have a cola root beer, a Dr. Pepper knockoff called Mr. Puffer, amongst other flavors.
Do they have seltzer, though? I don't want to have sugary shit. I have big enough tits. Actually, this would probably be good for bed. It's only 10 milligrams. It'd be like a nightcap.
Meg Boy donated $3. Hey Rich, I'ma be a bit serious here. I feel like I'm losing it and getting very frustrated and angry a lot. I feel like I've bottled up so much frustration and anger that I'm slowly going insane.
Am I going into something? Oh, you're being serious. Don't do anything in terms of any kind of, well, I'll say it to you, not like this idiot's trying to tiptoe substances. Speak to someone first. If you feel like you're in immediate danger of, God forbid, harming yourself, call. If not, I would go seek a therapist, and don't instantly look into getting on some kind of pill. Have someone that'll work with you and someone that'll, have sessions with you and see how it goes over. And then at that point, if things still aren't working, then as a last option, you go to medication. I'm not anti-medication. My take is just because something is overprescribed doesn't mean it shouldn't be prescribed at all. I don't know if that's, I think that's a fairly decent answer.
I absolutely loathe the word influencer, particularly when it's connected to me, also because it's often connected to people that, these young kids on TikTok that do stupid pranks.
It's kind of a shame you're a very blatant grifter because you seem like you have a chill vibe to you, but
and they're called influencers. You know, that's all. The whole section of social media pisses me off very much, but it is important to
but if you're worried about who was butt fucking each other in Rome, we can't see eye to eye, dude.
the line that
who gives a shit.
Whether you want to use the word influence or not, as content creators, we do have influence, particularly on the younger generation, in the sense that if you're a 40-year-old man or woman, most likely even if you see me do or say something silly, that won't really affect the way you live your life. But when it comes to people who are young, then
dude, yeah, okay. I know that the Get Woke Go Broke Bro, I guarantee they're like 18 to 25 mostly. But there's a lot of people that are in their 40s that are crazy, man. Even look at console fanboys. Like, a lot of the people who are the console fanboys are in there. Like, the kids who are 20-something don't give a shit. They don't, like, why do you think hardware is kind of in decline? They don't care. Dude, you could play fucking you could play Shadow of the Erdtree on literally a goddamn tablet. So it's like these middle-aged men that are still fighting over hardware. Who gives a shit? It's not 2010 anymore, you morons.
Then absolutely they will look at you.
Yeah, Junk Jello, because you could play those good games anywhere. You just want good games, exactly. Oh yeah, I will clean this air conditioner. I'm sure it will help significantly. I have to clean the filters, but yeah, I'll be streaming Shadow of the Erdtree from the other set. That's for fuck sure.
Oftentimes with respect, because they think, hey,
yeah, times have changed, Florida farmer. I'm 42. I just want good games. I'll play them wherever the hell I want. If I want to play them on a PC, I want to play it on PS5. I want to play it on the Series X. If I want to fucking play on my iPad, that was a good deal on that M1. But I'll play on there. I won't go into a tangent about the iPad. Review ADHD USA. Yeah, it's just weird because you still like... I mean, I see some younger people doing it, but it's mostly older people that are still holding on to the console war. Crap Gamer is still chasing that tree. Oh my god. Abby, the AC just needs to be cleaned. And it's not an issue with the AC. It's just fucking hot out and it can't keep up. It's hot. And that's it. Thank you for the financial advice, though, Abby. I appreciate it. And I need to get a fan fixed in my attic, but I can't. They won't because it's so hot out. The irony. I have to wait until it's cooler out for them to fix it, which would significantly help with the heat too. Because the fan up there died.
Metatron or Rikieta Law or freaking Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, whoever it is, oh, I want to become like them because Penguin Critical is successful, he makes a lot of money, people subscribe to him, so I want to do what he does. And oftentimes, as content creators with a certain level of success, we do have to keep in mind that what we say is not just a matter of what I think, but it's also a matter of what potentially the younger section of and portions of our audience will begin thinking too. Because they will try to emulate you, because they like who you are, what you represent, and most importantly, they want to be like you. Of course.
Yeah, see, I'm going to have to not agree with that again, though. It's not my responsibility. And again, if you're doing a call to action, not only is that against TOS, it also makes you a piece of shit, which I know some people on here do. But my opinions are my own. I tell my audience to think for themselves. I'm sure there's some people here that still, but... to make it like you having an opinion because you're in front of a camera. You know, I even, even though I think her opinions are fucking garbage. Even Melanie Mack, I'm like, why deplatformer? All it does is entrench their audiences, and they're like, yeah, you're just deplatforming someone because they're telling the truth. But I say, look, people could form their own opinions, and if they're young, then let their mommies and daddies step in and make sure they're not watching the stupid shit. And if they're young adults, it's kind of like the drug dealer effect. If that one drug dealer stops selling drugs, they're going to go find their copium somewhere else, or their affirmation somewhere else. Yeah. I mean, it's pumping out. Yeah, I just need to clean the filter on that thing. But even then, though, it's so hot out.
Of course, a channel with millions of subscribers will have a lot more influence onto people than a channel with 10,000 subscribers, and of course all the different levels in between. But I think once you reach a certain point and you start having people watching your content and you get good numbers regardless of your actual subscribe count, it's important to take into consideration the responsibility of your actions onto the people that are watching. Also because unfortunately when you're very young and impressionable, you will make connections that, you know, if you use logic and reason, you wouldn't make. For example, well, this person keeps drinking alcohol during live streams and gets completely wasted, or like other people have done, they drive drunk during frigging live streams. There are situations
Only Use Me Blade has done that
like this that we see, and these are obviously not examples that you should emulate, but it's very probable that a person who's young will make the connection. Well, this
what is he even talking about, Sue? Dude, you must have been out of your mind. Josh doing a concert today. Midnight. I know, man. Like, I mean, and the thing is, if I have to replace this air conditioner, I'll replace it. So, we'll see. I have a feeling it's the filters. I'll try cleaning it. It is what it is. I'll get another Black & Decker, though. This fucking thing has been on for like 5 years straight. It has only needed to be cleaned like 3 times. I can't complain about it.
This person is successful. People are watching him. He's making a lot of money. He's very popular. I should start doing what he does so that I can also...
What this guy is saying, and I'm just going to watch it to make sure to the end, is that I'm talking about Nick Rakita because it's a popular topic, but since he's a grifter like me, I'm just going to say a bunch of nonsense for almost 15 minutes, so I hit it in the algorithm while I'm still sucking his balls. Even though he talks shit about you in a fucking live stream, which you admitted yourself. That's what he's doing. He doesn't want to call him out for doing coke and being negligent so his kid ingested it. So instead he's talking about the moral responsibility that people have for their audiences. What the fuck are you doing?
Also become successful, yada yada yada. So if you are a content creator and you have a few...
That's exactly what it is. It's not even... He just had to... Okay, Nick... This is why I stopped with making fucking daily videos, dude. Because this is the shit that makes me want to fucking drink bleach. That's why he's talking about it. And he doesn't want to piss off his audience because he knows his audience... You're cocking for him. He mocked you in a stream, but you know you share an audience, so you're still like tiptoeing around him. Fuck you. You don't know me. Hi, I'm Rich. Go fuck yourself. It just pisses me off. I'm not going to go like on a spur. I'm done, but whatever, dude. So disingenuous, man.
100,000 people watching. Before you turn on the camera, think. Think about what message you're giving, particularly to the young. Now, when it comes to addiction, I've never experienced addiction in my life, which is why I don't think I can really judge him. This is not a video where I'm trying to kick a man while he's down. Absolutely not.
What about all the other hateful shit he said? If it, like, no, you're okay with that. That's why, because you have the same beliefs.
I think people that struggle with addiction just need help. That's what they need. A professional help, in fact. But as I say, I almost never drink, very occasionally.
Dude, this is on another level. This isn't just a guy who had like a closeted substance abuse problem. He was negligent, blatant with it to the point that his kid ingested enough. In a report, it's not just hearsay, that it could have killed him.
Drink alcohol, but absolutely have no addiction whatsoever to it. I have never
He does have a nice set, though. I have to give him that.
experienced drug abuse because I never used drugs. I've never even smoked a cigarette in my life, so I don't understand even tobacco addiction. Maybe the only addiction I have are video games, but then again, video games, yes, they give you a release of endorphins, I suppose, but they do not
Dopamine.
introduce any substance in your body, and of course that makes it a very different type of addiction, if you will. So if this whole discussion stopped at the addiction part, I wouldn't judge him for his addiction, but I would only say do not follow in his footsteps, because still the fact that he is streaming me,
You're addicted to me, I'm so sorry.
means that I think you should be a little more careful on what sort of message you're presenting to your audiences. With that being said, another thing that I think is important.
Yeah, thank you for Captain Philosopher. Yeah, don't snort coke or be high on coke in front of your audience. And this is coming from a guy who's stoned on 99% of the streams. For now. But I would say it's a little bit different. They try to make it the same, but my kids don't have coke in their system. Just saying, a little bit different.
To say whether you are a friend of his or not, whether you're a hater or an apologist for his case, I think it's important to underline that once you become a...
Because he knows that they all do this. Why do you think the quartering came in here when I was watching Nick Rakita like he had to defend his girlfriend? Because they're all in a fucking profit-making grifter club, and they have to protect their fortress. Oh, it's so fucking... makes me want to fucking vomit.
A father, your perspective should change. So you've got kids to look after, well, they depend on you. If you're struggling with drugs, if you're struggling with alcohol, well, your kids are the priority now, not you. And so once you become a father, you need to get your shit together. And this is a message that I think we should start to sort of reinforce even more, particularly when we see situations like this. It's a very unfortunate situation and it is very sad. I do absolutely wish and pray that he will overcome it. And
because I don't do weed in front of my kids, obviously. I'll be playing Shadow of the Erd Tree Saturday with my children here, completely sober. That's going to be more interesting than if I played it stoned.
And he has literally hit rock bottom, and now he can change his life, and this can be a wake-up call so that he can...
The game will be driving me crazy, your kids will be driving me crazy, and I'll be live streaming it.
and give up these substances that he alleged was using, once again, if this is indeed confirmed to be so, for the sake of his kids, first and foremost. And talking about kids, that is...
Well, dude, when my kids are here, I don't take it. That's it. Period.
Is the part where I think the situation became really bad for what I could read. Until this is 100% confirmed by actual authority.
Listen, because you're a grifter, your grifter friend's kid gets caught with coke in their system because him and his whore of a drug-addicted wife couldn't... They are fucking sluts, too. So I could say it. I don't care. You think he'd hold back for me? Him and his fucking coke whore wife... Listen, they've talked about my kid. Not him specifically, but it's whatever. I don't have class for classless people. I can't believe they're defending this guy. Dude, his kid could have died from ingesting it. And again, it was written down in a legal document. It wasn't just some bullshit that was made up. They tested the kid's blood. Pretty sure it was blood. And you being the fucking trust fund failure that you are, and your swinger coke whore wife left that shit around so your innocent kid took it and could have died.
Authorities, we should still give him the benefit of the doubt. Because once again, court of public opinion and stuff that you read on...
Oh, you are such a degenerate. You're a fucking degenerate, too. You are a fucking degenerate.
internet is not evidence from a legal perspective. But several accusations have been presented when it comes to child neglect, in the sense that it seems like his kids were the ones who spoke sort of against him at some...
The fact that the kids are involved, and this is, again, not hearsay, and you're tiptoeing around this like he just, he came out on stream and like, guys, I've had an addiction my wife doesn't even know about. Come on, dude. They said the house was in disarray too. Like it
Sunday school to a teacher because they were saying that
you're going to say the cop, what are you going to say? It's a conspiracy with law enforcement? Yes, of course they are. That's coming soon, don't worry.
They were often hungry, they were wearing the same clothes for many days at a time, and also the idea that seems like that he may have been driving his kids around while under the influence of alcohol and who knows what. If this is true, then in that case my personal compassion towards the man reaches a limit. If it's not true,
you should have no compassion towards the man. Reaches a limit. How, dude, come on, if it's not true. I wonder if this guy knew about me. He may not. And if I was in this situation, if he would be as, maybe he would be. I'm not even saying that to be like facetious or be sarcastic. Maybe he would be. Maybe I'm overjudging him from this. But looking through his videos, seeing what he's saying, I don't know. You be the judge.
Then it's a different situation. But if these things are true, then I'm sorry, but that is not something that you can defend, even if you really like the guy. And for further context and clarity, the reason why I say that my compassion ends right there, it's not because I'm trying to be hard.
You can call me Gape donated $2. Would you get with a girl that has big natural breasts, but also has chest hair, curly black chest hair? Could you do it?
No. I can't do hair. That's what I like about women. They're not hairless, contrary to what virgins will tell you. They have the peach fuzz. Remember with Horizon Forbidden West? Oh my God, what's your name? Is the peach fuzz? I'm like, yes, women have. They're not like made of rubber. You fucking incels. Oh my, alloy, yeah. It's like, yeah, they're gonna have peach fuzz on their face, dude. They freaked out over that. That's called high-res detail, you fucking idiots.
Harsh or punitive towards the guy, but simply because that compassion then transfers onto the kids, if you see the point I'm drawing. The only thing that you can...
Well, I guess if you're rolling with a blow-up doll, you assume they're the same way.
Defend right now, if you're a friend of his, is, guys, let's not jump to conclusions until evidence is actually...
Abby wants his women gorilla hairy. God bless Abby.
presented and has been examined by a professional and authorized body. If you defend him like this, I will absolutely say, yes, you're right, that is correct. But if all of these alleged accusations appear to be true, then that's where we should draw the line.
But they're not just alleged accusations.
Because once again, if it's true, then that's something that cannot be defended nor respected. If you don't conduct yourself properly in your life as a single adult, it's your decision. Of course, if you're using illegal substances, you're still breaking the law. And if you're a lawyer, you know that better than anyone else. So that's something that is between you and the state. But as long as you're not breaking laws, if you don't want to look after yourself, I mean, drinking alcohol is legal, so you're not breaking the law. As a friend, I would tell you, hey man, I think you need to get your shit together. But as a friend, but as a complete stranger, I'd be like, hey, he's not breaking any law. But the moment kids are entered into the equation, particularly if there are, I was reading also about the situation of firearms being left around the house together with these substances. I'm not against castle doctrine, I'm not against personal protection, but if you own firearms, you need to own them responsibly. And therefore, if you have kids, said firearms can never be in the reach of those kids. And I think you can agree with this. Whatever.
Dude, I can't see what like they fuck something up. StreamLabs, man. I may try to rush and go over to StreamYard tomorrow. I can't see what I make in tips anymore. It just like throws out a random number every fucking time. It's like John, I mean this in a very nice, like John's donated more in total than what it's telling me there. So it's like, what are you doing? I've had enough of StreamLabs. Let me see it. Maybe I'll stay up. 3. Yeah, it's totally different here. Well, like I said, I'm only going to do this once. Jesus Christ. It's so... And I'll tell you guys in a second, just so you understand. Dude, I can't even... This is insane. There's like... Finally, it stops. That's insane. StreamLabs is so wrong. I made like 3 times more than StreamLabs is saying. Don't take that the wrong way. That's a good thing. But it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, StreamLabs, you got to go. I can't do this anymore. If I can't, I don't even like counting it anyway because I think it's rude. If I can't trust it, especially if like I feel like if people are given the money to have me stay up later when I do the goals. I'm not even sure if I'm doing a goal tonight still. It's kind of fucked up. But if I can't, like, and I'm not going to, yeah. Goodbye, StreamLabs. It's been fun. I know I've been saying it, but this was the final straw.
Whatever your political positions are, you need to be responsible.
Like, it's like over double more than what StreamLabs is showing. And I haven't filtered to tips.
116 donated $3. We need to get the birds out of the lab and into the yard.
We need to get the birds out of the lab and into the yard. Now. And Ralph, I missed your fucking super chat, see? He kind of does look like Steve from Gamers Nexus. He's like the TV version. Yeah, Jostler. That's why I'm torn about, like, you know, and if I do a goal at this point, it needs to be like 2 a.m. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But, dude, I knew something was up, and it happened the other time, too. And I was like, did someone do a refund? Like, no, how the fuck would StreamLabs know about a refund? It doesn't do that. And I looked, and it was, I looked, and I'm like, no, that donation was there. And then I see it again tonight, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I saw it in StreamLabs before. Now it's gone. Then I go and look, and it's like basically double, if not more, than what StreamLabs is telling me. So I can't trust you. So in terms of keeping track of things, goodbye.
About how you own firearms. This is what
your fucking software, your interface, StreamLabs OBS sucks too. I'm not the only person that says that. It's not the boomer in me. I know how to use it.
What the articles say. This is what you...
Don't ask DL5 that. Remember I used to bitch about the audio? Be like, DL5. It's another bug with StreamLabs. Remember I used to have to restart the software so the game audio would be synced? What's Prism? I'll look into it.
YouTubers say. This is what law enforcement has stated as of now, but until those statements are presented in front of a court and an investigation is completed, we don't know if...
Yeah, he would always bitch about them. Like, dude, I promise you, I'll restart it. I think he was trolling. Shocking. and it would be fixed, and then it would again go out of phase again and unsync.
If it's the case, maybe it's not true that the firearm was not properly stored, therefore let's wait for the actual verdict. All of this to say, Nick, if you're watching this, our interaction online hasn't been the best. I did appreciate that you were polite to me in the responses, although I'm sure you will realize...
Because you want his fucking audience, dude. You want his audience. That's why. You talk about the same shit. You go on and spurg about the same shit. That's why you're being so softball.
Realized that I myself was very polite in the way I responded to you making fun of me. I would strongly suggest...
It's like the equivalent of fucking, what's his name, cucking for Donald Trump. Ted Cruz.
Maybe get off the internet right now. It's because I see that it seems like you're still making public posts, which I think can be used against you. If you are lawyers in the description, let me know. But I believe that if you are under this sort of accusation and you're a public figure, probably the best thing to do is to stop being online. But in general, as I say, Nick, not trying...
He's kind of like under low-key giving him advice too. You hear him?
To attack you in any way, shape or form. This is my way to say I don't hate.
And I bet you, here, let me see the like. Can I still see likes and dislikes? Maybe. And I'll show it to you, of course, so you don't think I'm making it up. I guarantee you, they're like, oh yeah, thank you for supporting Nick.
At LL Bean.
Yep, 4.4 thousand likes. Why do you think he has the take that he has? Because remember, they are about having the take they know they want their audience to hear, not the take that they should have. Oh, let me show it. I didn't show it to you. Shit. That was disingenuous of me. Just so no one could say I'm making it up.
Hey, noble ones. Welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking.
It all ties together, and then everyone calls me a fucking idiot when I say, oh, everything's a game to you. Yeah, it is. It's the fucking game of life. And we all lose in the end. Yeah, see? Gee, I wonder why he has the softball take he has. Have no idea. Stick your finger in the mouth, put it in the air, and see which way the wind's blowing. Am I right? My brother sounds like he's getting fisted in the other room. He's probably playing Call of Duty. All right. So let's take a little gander here.
You guys like my new shades? I just got...
Holy shit.
them on Amazon. I don't know what inspired me, but I just feel like they are such a perfect fit for videos like this. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And would you look at that? Alyssa Mercante can't stop talking about me. I feel like I've said that like 50 times. I've already made videos talking about how she's obsessed with me. And it's like this circular thing that keeps happening where she'll say something.
All right, I need to know. Don't take this personally, Smash. I need to know the context of this. I'm going to watch Fratango Plays video.
I want people in the industry to be a little bit louder.
Beta! 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 Beta!
About people being to other people. And maybe say it's not a good thing.
Real women are having their lives ruined.
Yeah. Effective immediately. Yeah, I know you. You know what? I'd rather hold off the goal because I feel like if I set up a goal now, it'd be disingenuous because I would only stay up till 2, even if I did it. So it'd be like, hey guys, thanks for the money. You're getting nothing for it. So I don't think that's fair.
Maybe say we don't want you around if you're going to be a
you have to force behaviors.
And that the games industry is diverse naturally. Not because anyone's making them be diverse. Because the world is diverse, you stupid mother. And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically.
Has anyone taken you up on that yet?
No. Set up an event like this? No, Keemstar does though, but she refused. She didn't want this to happen, backing down instantly. And then, of course, after a bunch of time and kind of back and forth messages, her trying to act all tough, showing her muscles, saying things like she doesn't even need to train, she decided to block me yet again. And keep in mind, she had unblocked me.
For Tenga, well, I know you were pissed at me before for reasons. Normalization with your audio.
For a short amount of time to talk.
Whether you're making music or making YouTube videos, normalization to keep you for engagement too. Irrelevant or not, I know the bar a little bit. If audio is the most, you guys know I always preach it. Audio is the most important thing ever for a video. You want advice? There you go. Give you a little nugget.
And respond, and then she blocked me again.
I knew you'd come.
I need help.
You guys?
She's nice too, Vera Dark. We have different takes on stuff, but I've talked to her a few times. She's cool as hell.
These are absolutely insane. I asked for just 201 brand new subscribers, and instead you guys gave me 220. It's like every video you guys keep outdoing yourselves. I doubt you'll be able to keep it up, but a promise is a promise. My acoustic rendition of My Little Pony is in the works as promised. But I'll tell you what, if we manage to get 230 subscribers, I'll animate that Alyssa Mercante and Vera Dark fight, since we can't get it because, well, Alyssa is a coward whose mouth is writing checks her ass can't cash, which goes into today's topic.
Yeah, what's the point?
Shadow of the Erdtree is coming out on Friday. Oddly enough, the same day as YouTube pays me. So this Friday is going to be awesome. Of course, I will be playing it, so I want all of you to leave me alone when it comes out. These next 2 days, I'm going to give you as much content as I can, but so God help me, if you interrupt me as I am playing Elden Ring, I will torment all of you with Alyssa Mercante's OnlyFans. So don't even try it. If you couldn't tell, yes, I am very hyped up for this deal.
Wait, did Fertanga go down the Get Woke Go Broke path too? Oh, no. What's happening? Oh my god.
We'll see. It's like the one.
Dude, the anti-woke mind virus is worse than the woke mind virus. Literally. There's more people infected with that. But let's see. I'm sure she probably had an L take. But like everyone thought that I was anti-woke when I was talking about fucking Machine Gun Kelly or whatever her name is. No, she just had a horrible take. But again, everyone got pissed at me when I said this. Not everyone, but some people. Like, it was, if she had that rant, but they were making banging content over at G4, G4 would have been fine. The content sucked too. That's the problem. Her rant would have been like a fart in the wind if they were making banger content. They weren't. Oh yeah, Frosk. She does. She looks exactly like Machine Gun Kelly. It's not even being said to be mean. Don't believe me? Go look it up.
One good thing I'm going to have this month, and I know I'll be beating it within like 2 to 3 days, but I don't care. Elden Ring is easily one of the greatest video games ever made. It cannot be argued. Oftentimes,
I'll agree with you. I'll put it in my top 10, definitely, or top 5.
sometimes I find myself wanting to jump back into the game to capture some gameplay footage for the videos, and before I know it, it's 3 a.m., and I'm wondering where all the time went. That's what happens when you make a good video game. It's addicting. It's quite easy.
Yeah, that's what happened to me with the song I was doing yesterday. I went to go take a shit, and I heard the birds chirping and the sun up. I was like, fuck.
To get lost in, and it doesn't have to respect your time because you go out of your way to make time. A foreign concept to the modern day developer who doesn't know how to entertain a gamer. So this expansion is most likely going to be better than every single other video game released this year. Personally, if you ask me.
And think about it from a content creator perspective. Especially if you're younger too, or you just don't give a shit and will go wherever the money is. Ethics be damned. No, I'm not an angel by any means, but I do have some standards. You see all the incentive to have these opinions. You get viewers, viewership, money, subscribers, offers. So not only is there already the base there that wants to hear it, you get rewarded for it. And when you're 20-something, the only person mostly you give a shit about is yourself. So you want me to have... I mean, I already kind of watch these fucking people who have these takes. You want me to have these takes too and pay me for it? And I'll get rewarded? Shit. Quantum TV is going to stream the DLC, of course. I mean, hey, I thought Elden Ring was a masterpiece. You think it's meh. There's games I think that are great that people don't like and vice versa.
It's probably deserving of another runner-up for Game of the Year. A piece of DLC winning Game of the Year.
Wait, you're beer and watering your lawn? Where are you from, Doom Mama? It's like where I'm from, it's 11 at night.
Only From Software can pull that off. And I'm trying to get as much important information on this DLC as I can. I'm drooling. I want all the lore dump. But unfortunately, Kotaku decided to choose Alyssa Mercante to review this piece of DLC. And the psycho bitch couldn't help but make the review all about herself.
Well, that's a very Kotaku thing to do. I will admit that. So far, he hasn't lost me.
And it is absolutely ridiculous. Let's take a look.
Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree review. Massive, menacing, and magnificent by Alyssa Mercante. I was into playing Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, the massive singular expansion for From Software's award-winning 2022 action RPG. I realize it's paralleling my real life.
Yay! Imagination Christmas! I got a pogo stick. I got a hula hoop.
Until Elden Ring, I avoided Souls-lights. Their punishing difficulty and rigid boundaries frustrated me immensely. I hit a wall in Dark Souls Remastered and gave up. Barely touched Bloodborne and avoided Sekiro like it was a poison swamp. In the real world,
women aren't funny.
I have most...
It's kinda... Oh, here we go. I see what he may be getting at. Review the game. Why are you making this about you? You're supposed to be reviewing the game. You want to... I'm not saying to not speak up for yourself, but this isn't the place to do it. Let me bring politics. They're nothing like bringing politics into a highly anticipated DLC. It's almost like someone I know who's going to play Sekiro while streaming the presidential debate. Who's that? Oh, it's like Tommy, dude, it's like Tommy Tellerico. She's pulling a Tommy Tellerico. Oh, you want to know about the review? Let me talk to you about myself first. I don't want to know about you. This tech review sucks. Who is this Steve lookalike? Who are you talking about? This bird here? That's fucking Carlos.
Avoided the ire of homophobes and misogynists in the games industry.
Thank you.
Ready an article that temporarily shakes them up before fading into relative obscurity. Once Reddit
What time zone you in, too, Mama? That you're drinking beers and fucking watering your lawn?
Refreshes. But now I am willing, subjecting myself to arduous adventure, running headfirst into a...
Do Mama does, daytime's errands at night, kind of like me.
Proverbial wall to shake it.
Oh, you're West Coast, but still, it's 8 there. It's probably light.
It off, back up, and run into it again.
She's a
Stunning woman! Outside of the lands between and the Shadow Realm, I have spent nearly 4 months as the subject of a near-endless harassment campaign. It feels at times like logging on for a day of work is akin to walking through a boss store over and over again.
Holy cringe!
All right. I got to agree with him here, man. I hate that shit. Like, I'm not saying speak your mind, but you're reviewing the DLC. What are you doing?
Oh my god! Why is this chick paid to do anything? This birthing person really wants equal pay for such a shitty-ass article? Never mind the fact that this female Wojak has been an absolute PR nightmare for Kotaku, but they go ahead and have her be the one reviewing this DLC when she basically admits she's never liked the franchise, she's not into it, not until she inserts.
I don't know about that. She kind of said what I said, is that you get intimidated and you don't think you have the time. But Elden Ring, then she went off the rails. She could have stopped there and then just reviewed the DLC, but she had to make it about her. That's where I agree with you, Fratanga. That's, as Sue would say, regarded.
Inserted her own delusional mindsets into the franchise. What, does she beat Radon and think to herself, yeah, that's me fighting misogyny, that's me fighting transphobia?
Kind of, it's true though.
That's me proving men can be women. The fucking gall of this chick. This is the most unprofessional.
And this is a guy who always call like, oh, but when people bitch that it's a woman or if it's a black guy or whatever, like, who cares what the main character is? Why are you crying about that? So it's not that I'm in that get woke, go broke camp, but this stuff, no. Then you go off the rails.
No approach
this is
to
off
a
the rails.
review I have seen in a long time. This is right up there with the Jim Sterling review, always making social commentary where it doesn't need.
Yeah, Jim Sterling's reviews are done to incite, though, and it works.
Need to exist. It's inappropriate. Poor Alyssa Mercante, she's suffering.
Whereas this woman is just like, yeah, let me make this about me because I know a lot of people will read it because it's Elden Ring DLC.
Suffering so hard, getting a high position, doing absolutely nothing, being a former OnlyFans model who admitted on Twitter that she would rather go back to doing that than.
I think they need to do a complete overhaul of the content or combat for the next Souls game. It's time. Same animation, same stuff. It's time for a change.
Reviewing and writing for video games. She has to drag herself to the computer, and that's already asking too much of her. These moral purists entering the industry was the biggest mistake ever made. Kotaku knew what they were doing. They wanted her.
No, I've played Sekiro. That is a different flavor. Bloodborne, I would say enough. I would say it's a different flavor. I still think they need to update. Like when you go play the Demon Souls remake, it's like, oh my god. Between the sound design and animation, it's like, holy shit.
Her to write this piece so that they could join their friends IGN in the popular practice of spreading misinformation.
Oh, I love Sekiro's combat. Sekiro's combat is not... That's an exception, though. It's different than the other games. So you can't lump that in. It has it's a completely different flavor.
Information.
Yeah, Sekiro is something else. But I don't even... Would you even consider it a Souls-like? Just because it's from Software?
And slandering developers, gamers, and anyone alike who doesn't...
Watch Abby jinx me, and now my air conditioner's dead. I don't think so, though, because with how hot it is even at night outside, it wouldn't be tolerable in here. So I bet you if I clean the filters tomorrow.
Agree with their own worldviews. Not only is she not qualified to talk about this game, she's not...
Yeah, Sekiro's not a Souls game.
Qualified to talk about video games.
And to be credit, it showed how... Miyazaki has range as a game director.
games in general. All the men that were sitting in that room with her as she was pounding her chest, acting like she could take on the world with her fists, are all a bunch of beta soy cucks. Pathetic, weak, spineless men who support this delusion.
But who? All right.
Illusion. This is a review for a piece of DLC, not an opportunity for you to vent your frustrations about your shitty ass life that you are responsible for, okay? Every single thing happening to you is your own doing. You want to run your mouth. You want to cry about how there's white supremacy in the industry and it's misogynistic and patriarchy.
All right, now you're going on and just using all the buzzwords to make sure people tune into the next video. You're losing me again.
And yet every single doofus in that room with you agreeing was basically a man, disproving your entire delusion. I swear, you give a woman power and it goes straight to their head.
It is crazy.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, dude, you went down. You've lost the plot for Tenga. You're down that path. Oh no. Christ. How old is he? Does anyone know? You don't have to give me his, like, early 20s, mid 20s. It would make sense. Oh, Pulse Attack, that was good. The only Souls game that's good is all of them. Easily in his early 20s, no doubt. Yeah. Makes sense. That's the age that really buys into that shit. I'll watch it just to see how far he keeps going.
We say to give a woman power is like to give a gun to a monkey.
They really think they're fighting some big culture war and they're on the forefront, taking all the hits and being the hero. When in reality, all she does is divide gamers. Alyssa Mercante, with her shitty-ass politics being involved in the industry, has done more damage than good. If you want to spread the
Now, video games will always have some related key parallels with our shitty lives. Like how Elden Ring is like my life with continuing to see the game overs with any task I do, or DSP thinking he's the same as the guy in Yakuza with the online trolls.
Oh God, dude, that rant from him was incredible. That is incredible. And because someone almost broke his bubble, he was like ready to lose his fucking mind. Yeah, Griffin Gaming lost. I mean, he was always like kind of on the he lost his mind too.
Message of equality. Video games are not the medium to do it. I take that back. If you want to do that, fine. But if you want to be a game reviewer, you leave your biases at the front door. You don't open up a review making it all about yourself, hoping people sympathize, because nobody is. We're all annoyed. This chick has no place in the video games industry. She is Frosk 2.0. Nobody likes her because right here within the first paragraph of her review, she admits that she likes to just rile up and shake gamers with her shitty ass takes. Why would you further tarnish the reputation of Kotaku by admitting to such a thing? Why would Kotaku approve of this? And most importantly, where is the money coming from to allow someone like Alyssa Mercante to continue flapping her gums and making a fool out of herself and video games journalism?
Before I even made that connection between my real world and FromSoft's J-World, I subconsciously attack Shadow of the Erdtree with determination, as if besting a boss would bleed into my everyday and imbue me with a higher tier of self-confidence. Much like how it feels to receive mere endless hate comments from anonymous accounts or angry middle-aged men.
Oh, cringe! Cringe! So cringe! Kill me, please! I want to die. And to think there are some people out there who legitimately read that and say, slay queens.
Yeah. PayPal's telling me that just had to check it because the stream's going to end. I made 120 from StreamLabs. Guess how much StreamLabs is telling me that I made? 30. It's been fun. See you later. It's been great.
Slay, you tell them those middle-aged men ain't got nothing on.
You see what I'm saying now? Little discrepancy there. A little bit. You know, off by 3 times the amount. It's fine, though.
On you and your...
And the thing is that bothers me. Here's the banger to it beyond the money. If you sent to StreamLabs and I missed it, or I didn't hear, or I was shitting or something, I may not see it at all. And I don't mean it. It's kind of like what Phil said. Oh, thanks for the money, dummy. But StreamLabs decided not to show your fucking donation. Oh, God, Obby's like, no, what? I wanted to tell you about my uncle taking a dump on the street and you missed it. So you see what the fucking... Yeah, I want to see if I'm doing a goal. I'm not going to do a goal tonight in case you guys are wondering. I think that's no surprise. But then that means I'm missing messages. Three times the amount that they're just not showing, and they're not showing the messages.
Totally respectable.
And I'm filtering it to make sure I just see the tips so I don't miss the messages, and it's still not showing them.
Previous OnlyFans career path. They have no idea how brave and stunning it is to be in Alyssa Mercante's shoes. Someone who has clearly never had to endure any...
Alright, said beta, said cock, making fun of OnlyFans girls. Alright, make sure you just check off everything else on the list.
Sort of suffering. Seriously, no. The closest glimpse to what it's like to suffer for her comes from the difficulty of Elden Ring. And to think From Software actually gave her a code. Embarrassing. Miyazaki, why? You were the chosen one. Giving a code.
Alright, it's just rambling. I can't. It's just, alright. It's fluff. I get it. Like, yeah, I agree. Doing that in the article was stupid, but this is just... You're just dragging, bro. Dragging. But that's the thing about this Get Woke, Go Broke, Bro content, though, is that you don't... Look, I've put out plenty of low-effort gameplay-only videos in my fucking... What a YouTube thing, we'll call it. Okay? Guilty as charged. But that's what it is. It's not about even the content doesn't even have to be entertaining. Trust me, I know. But I never grifted, though. People thought I was a grifter because of the whole Anita Sarkeesian thing and Gamergate and all that because of my takes. But I never, at least consciously, grifted. Those were my takes. And if they happened to fall into the grifting category. But then when I always remember this. When Nina Sarkeesian, like the Fed said they confirmed that a death threat to her was real. And I'm like, look, I can't stand her either, but should she die for her takes on video games? And my audience was like, yeah, she should. I was like, what? I was like, what? Like, it was so weird. And that's when I started to see, like, oh, this is weird stuff. And then I was seeing the beginning of the storm of this shit. And here we are. It was this, you saw the thunder clouds with like lightning going on inside them back then of the Get Woke, Go Broke Bro tsunami that was going to build. And man, it was a hell of a storm that was coming. I saw it back then. Yeah, she's pissed me off too, but it's video games. I've even got pissed and yelled at Anita Sarkeesian videos. It was a different time. But I never wished death on her. It's video games. Even if her takes are fucking terrible, it's video games. But it is what it is. Listen, have a live streaming subscription service that doesn't show you 60% of what your audience is saying. And then, oh my God, I pay for them too. Oh, God bless StreamLabs. Anyway, guys, yes. I got shit I got to do. I'm going to assume that Elden Ring's DLC is going to drop tomorrow because I want to be there for it, unlike Phil. I'm not going to hit applause again. He's amazing, though. We'll watch the Ninty Direct tomorrow, too. We'll do that tomorrow, too. I got to get done, though, because if there's if it is going live tomorrow, I want to be there for it. It's kind of why I just was like, yeah, no goal tonight. And again, I would have only stayed up till 2. It would have been worth your time to donate to get to the goal. It's a waste. So have a good one, guys. And to the 20-somethings watching this, think for yourselves. Don't let someone else think for you. No matter who it is. That includes me. Have a good one.